And Hoch is off, but Crowder's here. I'm here. I'm Solana. Jimmy's here. What's up, Crowder?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I want to share with everybody what Crowder brought me today. Where'd I put these things?
Man, you my boy. I'm watch out for you.
Man, I am delighted. Crowder brought me my own pair. 6 sizes too big, of course, but my own pair of brand new leanings, fresh out the box.
Tag still on them. Look,
Tag still on them.
Yes.
I mean, you met with the GOAT and Dwayne Wade, and he gave you a bunch of leanings, and you never wore them. And you have supplied me with a brand. I mean, the soles aren't even like you. Literally never even tried these on.
No, I'm not. Have you seen what they look like?
Bro, they're fire.
I have a, that old people bucket of change.
Yeah.
You have a bucket of change? You're too young.
I have a bucket of change, but it's there's like 18 quarters in there. That's it.
Okay. I have it's a huge bucket of change. And so my kids come up and get it, and it's in my closet. So I built like a little pyramid of shoe boxes. So all the garbage ass shoes I'm never gonna wear go in the bucket of change. And those went in the bucket of change pile. Like, what was that? Almost 4 years ago, we had Dwayne Wade on the podcast. He gave me those, and I said, those are never going on my feet. And last night I opened one of the boxes and I was like, hey, Solana loves Li-Ning. So, man, I thought about you.
Disrespectful, man.
Look at
the
those.
Miami GOAT gave you. Look, these are fire. Look at that.
What are those? Bro, them shoes are garbage.
Bro, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up to Wynwood in these. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna get beat up?
I'm gonna show up. I'm going to walk into Dirty Rabbit with these. Are you kidding me?
Going to get jumped by a big group of alt teenagers. I don't even know what alt means. I just like to say it.
I don't know what alt. You were asking me that day, what does alt mean? I'm like, I don't know. Edgy? Like emo?
What it means.
Punk?
My niece says it.
I'm not a size 12, by the way. So if anybody out there, I don't think I know a size 12.
Nobody in your family wears 12?
I'm the tallest one in my family.
Hey, you're adopted, ain't it?
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't pick you. They put you back if they adopted you.
Right away. All right, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot to get to today. We are going to talk some Dolphins. We're going to talk some Miami Heat. We're going to talk a bunch of other nonsense. Before we get there, Sports Talk on WQM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started. I was joking about the GOAT being Dwayne Wade. I mean, he is the GOAT of Miami.
Yeah.
Crowder, what would you say if I told you I think Nikola Jokic is going to end up being the greatest basketball player in the history of the game when it's all said and done?
No.
You don't think
that over jump Jordan?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Jordan, to me, will always have the best legacy. He's always going to have the greatest legacy of all time. You can't beat what he did for the game, the way he expanded it on a global scale. Like, you can't beat any of that stuff. It'll never be replicated. It can't, because he made the NBA what it is. I get that. Plus, 6 finals appearances, 6 trophies, the way he walked off in Game 6 in Utah with the shot. Like, it's impossible to replicate it or beat it. But I'm talking about, I've always argued with you, LeBron is the best basketball player I've ever watched, better than Jordan in terms of he can do everything on the floor better than I think Michael Jordan could. And, you guys disagree with that. Yeah. But I think there's a different conversation between legacy and just overall skills. I'm watching Nikola Jokic last night, and I'm saying this mother bleeping, massive, lumbering monster doesn't try, doesn't care. At least that's the way he comes off.
Plays as if he doesn't
and
care.
He's the most unstoppable human being I've ever seen on a basketball floor in my entire life.
Yeah, no, he is a anomaly like Dirk was. And he's better than Dirk. But remember Dirk, now you got this 7-footer shooting, handling all that stuff, and then Kevin Durant comes, you kind of see. I think I don't know if there's what is he? Yugoslavian, Serbian. I don't know if there's another Serbian running around this size that can move like he does. But I think he is a unicorn, but like you say the best most skillful basketball player ever. He's a big man that can shoot and pass, but basketball skills, like,
but I know, but
it's not amazing it was amazing to watch Jordan.
But isn't that
Jordan doesn't do everything better. LeBron doesn't do it. LeBron, Jordan's defense was 10 times better than LeBron's defense.
I don't know about
Let's
that.
just be honest.
I don't
anyway,
know about
we'll get away from that topic. He does things that I've never seen before, but you to say just a pure basketball player,
bro.
He's better than Jordan and LeBron. Now I'm on the Jordan LeBron side where you going, Nikola Jokic is going to catch him.
I know it sounds crazy. Like, I realize what I'm saying here. A lot of people are going to say this guy's on drugs. I realize that. But isn't everything you just said how LeBron and Jordan could jump out the building athletically, lateral quickness, the way that they can shoot, the way that they can pass, the way, again, that they're just athletic monsters. All of that, in my opinion, proves that what Jokic is doing on a nightly basis is even more unbelievable because he's not this like unbelievably athletic jump out the building guy. You don't look at him and say, uh-oh, that guy's going to cook you for 30, 15, 33, 16, and 15 last night. And mind you, I mean, if you had to draw up the worst case scenario for the Miami Heat, it's Keyshawn Johnson having to go out there and guard. I mean, what do you think Spo's thinking? And I know, today was a very brutal day for Erik Spoelstra. We'll get to that in a second. Crazy. But what do you think he's thinking on the bench when he's got to say, oh, I got to go. Bam gets hurt in the first quarter. I got to play Keyshawn Johnson on the Joker for a quarter and a half. Like, his mind must have just been numb from how ridiculous that sounds. But
red alert. We got trouble.
So today, I wake up early in the morning. I'm driving to the gym, and I had a couple text messages already, stories to Erik Spoelstra's house reportedly being burned down. And it's been confirmed now. I think by now everybody's seen the pictures, the videos, just gut-wrenching, man. Like, you're away for 10 days. You fly in at 5 a.m, you land, and the first call you get is from Miami-Dade Fire Department that your house is up in flames. You get there, it's gone. I mean,
another thing, nobody's in there. There was no fatalities, nobody harmed.
Nobody was inside the house, thank God. Nobody was harmed, thank God. I mean, for sure. Like, that's always the silver lining or the bright spot.
I'm not saying it's great. It's nobody. Don't worry about it. It sucked. Like, all his, I don't know if his rings were in there. I don't know if his trophies were in there. I don't know what was in that house because that wasn't a little fire in the kitchen. That house burned to the ground.
No, it's gone.
So he lost all his valuables, everything. I go like Tyreek's the same way. My first thing is one of these babies hurt? As his kids, were his kids home, were the nannies there? Like, was he getting babysat? I didn't know what's going on. Material things can be replaced, but it does suck to have your whole house burned down.
But it's just like, I'm with you. I mean, I saw a lot of people doing that on social media, like, oh, he just got paid very well.
Yeah, you can buy as much as you want.
Okay, yeah, but that doesn't matter. I mean, that's your house, right? I mean, if my house burned down, not that I make what Erik Spoelstra made, but sure, I can replace my PlayStation and all that stuff. But regardless, I mean, he moves in there. That's where his kids have been living for the past couple of years. You talked about all the memorabilia. Like, think about this guy has one of the most storied legacies as an NBA head coach in the history of the game. Think of all the people he's crossed paths with, taken pictures with, signed stuff, whatever, man. I don't know, like everything. Yeah. And it's sitting there in a box somewhere, and it's gone.
Melted. And he can get that. And I know somebody, I saw it on some social media. Yeah. He could get all that remade. You don't think the NBA is going to hear this story and say anything you lost in that fire, we will replicate it for you. I mean, we'll give you the rings from the big three. We'll give you the rings from Shaq and D-Wade. Yes, he can material things, but the headache of doing all that, and then I hope it was no malice behind it. I hope it was a wire or something like that. I hope no damn idiot out there knew it was Erik Spoelstra's house, because that's the first thing went in my mind, because I watch a lot of TV. Yeah, we're talking yesterday. I'm a movie guy.
You're a big Netflix conspiracy movie.
I like conspiracy.
Like all these drama shows where there's like a serial killer involved somehow.
Unsolved mysteries. Yeah. They put them all together now on Netflix. Remember old Unsolved Mysteries?
They have series now.
They have a series of Unsolved Mysteries.
No way.
Yeah, man, it's crazy stuff going on in Wisconsin, man. All kind of cows getting flipped over. It's wild, but. Yeah, I just hope there's no conspiracy theory behind it. A wire went bad, or I don't know, a light bust. I had set my house on fire when I was a kid, and that was bad too. Even us, we had the insurance replace it. We actually, our house got nicer by me burning it down as an 8-year-old, because now the insurance gives you the money. Now the roof, you get I burned down 2 of the bedrooms. Mm-hmm. The whole, you can't just.
Oh, that's it.
You can't just cut 2 rooms.
That's it.
We get a brand new roof because you have to do the whole roof. Now you have to get the whole house painted because of the smoke. Now you got to get the carpet replaced. That's back when you don't even know what carpet is. When I was a kid, we had carpet.
I had carpet growing up too. I think what you're describing, by the way, is a felony.
Allegedly. What am I supposed to say when I'm not supposed to get in trouble?
You can't burn down the house and say everything was better after though, because we got a new roof.
But
insurance money kicked in.
Insurance kicked in. You have to get the carpet because of the smoke. You have to get the new paint because of the smoke. So we literally got a new interior of the house because I was trying to make a MacGyver bomb and it went wrong on me.
Is that what you were trying to do? That's it? That's all you were trying to do?
MacGyver, man. MacGyver was what's the little boy's Scientology name on that movie? Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
MacGyver was Mission Impossible before him.
I've never seen a MacGyver movie or show. I've never seen a Mission Impossible movie in my entire life.
You ever seen Mission Impossible?
I have never seen Mission Impossible.
You're missing out, son.
Yeah, I know.
Even much like Tom Cruise.
People
but
swear by those movies, but I've never seen them.
You decide to take your mission.
We have a pair of Heat tickets we're giving away later today for anybody who wants to go watch the Miami Heat. The big news now, I guess I'll get into headlines. By the way, Aronde Gadsden's going to join us in the 3 o'clock hour. Omar Kelly is going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour. The reason I'm bringing on Omar, and I'll dive into it a little bit deeper later on in the show, but we had this conversation with Zach Gelb yesterday. And Zach Gelb, I asked him, and we had talked about it, Crowder, will there be any interest in Tua come the offseason? Like, what does he have to do to garner interest for perhaps the Dolphins to move on from him? And Zach Gelb said it would be virtually impossible. So I chopped up the video I posted on Instagram or Facebook, social media. And the first comment on Facebook was like, Omar says there's going to be plenty of interest. Why don't you bring him on to talk about it? You guys are biased. And I'm like, okay, bitch. Guess what I have? I have Omar Kelly's number. So Omar Kelly's going to join us to talk about it because, no joke, like I read that comment and I'm like, well, first of all, if you know Omar saying it, then what does he need to come on our show to talk about it for? Like, you've clearly read whatever his comment is. Like, okay, he's put it out there in the ether. But, okay, like, D-bag, fine. We'll bring Omar on and we'll talk about it.
It's to say it to that face person.
Yeah. Like,
then you say, okay. Like, I do that all the time. I bet you want to say it to his face. Yeah, I would. Why wouldn't I? Yeah. Like, what's going to happen?
Okay. All right. We'll bring on Omar. But also today, there's Dolphins players talking. We're going to have some sound coming our way. And I just want to get the overall vibe check from Omar about how things are inside the locker room. Because Crowder, I don't know, man. You
know, say whatever you want.
You played for the Dolphins when, it was similar times. They were 1-15. You're 1-15 team. I can't imagine going into that locker room every day at 1-10, 1-11. The vibes were like great going into work.
Vibes are terrible. And it's very similar. Y'all brought this up and I didn't even think about, I'm thinking more record. And I think about more like how I tell the story. Me and Ronnie Brown used to go to L House every Wednesday. Like the first we come out to practice Wednesday, leave, go to L House, go over there, watch TV, mess around. We knew everybody in there. That 07 year, 1-15 at like, was it 0-8, 0-9? We didn't even want to, like, and nobody was like trying to beat us up or yell at us. We just didn't even want to be seen in the city. So I was thinking about it from that angle. But people started asking me about like them losing hope or the voice getting lost in Mike McDaniel. Cam Cameron's voice got lost in camp. So Mike's doing better than him. Mike's been around now. What is it, 4th year?
Yeah, 4th year.
Yeah, 4th year. So Mike's been around. So the guys are kind of used to his voice. He has shown some success 2 years ago. We always got to go back to 2023, which is crazy. But he has shown some success. He's shown big scoring games and all that. So I think he's gained some respect from the guys. But sitting where they are now, losing the way they're losing, and it's not the ass kicking games. It's not the Colts and who the hell they just got beat by? Oh, the Browns, the Colts. Yeah, it's not those games. It's the Charger game. It's those close victories where you just see, and then the penalties, and then the limited play calling, the uncreative offense where you would start, I wouldn't say ignoring him, but I think somebody said it best. You might start zoning out Mike McDaniel. And that's bad because we just flat out didn't listen to Cam. But I believe they might start zoning out Mike McDaniel. Come on, guys, it's just a 1-0 this week. You can't say let's go 1-0 this week over and over and over and over again for 17 weeks.
Yeah, I mean it worked against the Falcons, I guess, because they got blown out. They rallied around him. I don't know, but does it work after the trade deadline when you have reports of Tua being benched? the GM is fired. Everybody knows that this era is come and gone. I don't know. I mean, it could go a couple different ways. We talked about it where guys are playing for themselves, but they all kind of rally around that, like, hey, let's prove we got to be here. Or it's like, I'm not going to be here next year. Who cares? Who cares what happens this season? Who cares what happens with this coach?
These little social media babies, every team, they're watching every team. They're looking online and Twitter, TikTok, and all that stuff. They do it. I know they do it. Even ESPN, after the Ravens game, the next morning, should Mike McDaniels be fired as a headline? Is Chris Greer scapegoats the headline? Is Tua, is he on the downhill slide? Like, all the Dolphin headlines nationally are negative. Name something positive has come out of this Dolphin camp in the last month or so. So those guys are seeing that. They're seeing the GM get fired. It's not even writing on the wall. The damn writing's on the tablet in front of you. You know what's happening at this venture. So that'll be the thing where I don't think Mike McDaniel, and even that, let's be honest, you just said I was gonna just let it slide. It's not you. Do you think they rallied around Mike McDaniel to beat Atlanta? Or was Kirk Cousins garbage and they said, oh, we got us a duck? Because they couldn't score no damn points.
But I still
Drake London was out.
I still think I'm with you there. Kirk Cousins, I mean, what would you say? He's ass or whatever it is.
Booty.
He's booty.
I tried to get a little more G-rated. He's booty.
He's booty. Kirk Cousins is booty. Fine. Bro, they came out, they ran the ball well. They had the 6 offensive linemen. They changed up their scheme. Yeah. So if I'm going to jump on the show after they lose to the Browns and rip Mike McDaniel up and down and say, this is embarrassing, he should be fired, the scheme was brutal, Tua's looked worse than ever under his watch. If we're going to say all those things, I'm going to give the dude credit when clearly he changed his approach and it worked to beat a team that beat the Bills 2 weeks prior. Yeah. I'm not saying it changes anything about his tenure here long term, but for that specific week, like, I give him credit for somehow keeping the group together and figuring out how to go win a football game.
And the thing, because like you said, we always ask what's the tone around the building, how the players looking, and all. When you're on a team that has a chance to make a playoff, you're playing for something big. You're coming in the facility to get better, to go whoop some, like the Bills this week. Man, we got to beat the Bills. Now we're sitting at 5-4. Now we're, since you start doing the math in your head, everybody did it. When there's no chance to make the playoffs, there's no chance to do anything. You see what's happening with the organization. Like I said, you're coming to put good stuff on that film for the remainder of your career, but you're not doing extra film study. It's human nature. You're not coming in at 5 a.m. to work out. I'm gonna jump in to work out with you. I'm gonna get me an extra hour of sleep. There is right now. What carrot? I put it this way, Solana. This is my question. I'm asking Omar this. What carrot are these 60 guys, practice squad, and all? What carrot are they chasing? What's the carrot in front of the Miami Dolphins right now?
I don't know.
But what's my end goal? Coach,
genuinely.
like, I'm sitting in front of my coach. Tell me what my goal is for the end of this season.
The fact that you're on a contract and you have a job. And
I'm playing for myself again.
Yeah, you're playing for
yourself. I'm playing for money.
For sure.
And nobody wants to hear that. Playing for money. When I say it all the time that I play for money, oh, well, that's why you want a Pro Bowl, blah, 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 blah. Now you want these guys to play for money, because if you don't have that goal, you're sitting, it's a bunch, and it's not just Dolphins, damn Saints are garbage. It's a bunch of garbage teams in this league that aren't playing for nothing. But then and now it's your team, you just tell me, or text in, whatever, tell me what carrot the Miami Dolphins players are chasing right now. Because I'll be honest, I was on that 07 team. There's no carrots out there. You're chasing a piece of licorice. Nobody wants licorice.
Go play for money, man. Maybe you play for money, win 10 straight, and go to the playoffs.
I got paid. I got middle of check after 07. I did.
Headline, they're brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito. Our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. The Panthers are in action tonight. Mention Bam. He leaves the game last night. And I don't know, man. This doesn't sound very good, because Bam had the opportunity after the game. He spoke to reporters to pretty much, we'll play the audio later, to just shut down any major concerns and be like, yeah, I'll be all right. And he's like, I don't know. We'll see what the tests say tomorrow. So we're kind of just here on top of the fact that, Eric Spoelstra and his house, like, that entire situation's brutal. I know it's a lot more serious, but on the court, I'm very concerned about Bam Adebayo as well, because I don't know if the Heat could. Imagine if I told you, hey, 8 games into the season, Hero hasn't played a game yet, and now you're going to lose Bam for whatever, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You look at the Heat's schedule coming up, it's tough, like crazy tough.
Mm.
You play the next 2 games at home against the Hornets and the Blazers back to back. And I know the Hornets stink, but the Blazers, all of a sudden with Thiago Splitter are fire. Then you play the Cavs at home 2 straight times. Then you play the Knicks a home and home at New York, back at Miami. And then it's like, I forget who else, but the schedule is legit. You're playing legit Eastern Conference teams. Imagine not having Tyler or Bam for any of those games.
Be tough. That's when
Good night.
Are they top heavy? We don't have the best roster.
No, I mean they're
decent.
They're just balanced.
Man, not balanced.
They're balanced.
To balance to who?
They're balanced.
Chaminade Madonna's basketball team? What are you talking about? Their roster's balanced.
The Heat, in order to be successful, you saw it last night.
Everybody's got to
eat. Everybody's got to play well. You have your better players, Norm, Bam, and once Tyler gets back. But like you saw it last night, they're trying to stay in this game without Bam, and they're just relying on Norman, Wiggins, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. to lead them. And nobody's ever drafted Norman, Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Andrew Wiggins in 2K as their 3 best players to win them a championship. It's just, you're not going to do it against that team.
Yeah, and it's like the Army and Navy's football teams when everybody does their job and everybody contributes and they just run this option over and over again, and then they line up against a UM or Ohio State, and it's like, hey, we're 5 stars. You guys work hard and wake up early and do your jumping jacks. That's what it is, Solana. I don't know if you want to admit it. The Heat are more of Army than a Big 5 football team. Like
I think they're more like,
they work hard. They have this new offense in. I enjoy watching them. They just don't have the guns.
You're calling the Heat the Army?
Their roster is Army. They don't have the guns to compete with those top teams.
Their roster is not Army. Their roster, I would say their roster is
Western Kentucky.
Stop it. What are you doing? Why do you do this with the Heat players
because
all the time?
I've seen Shaq and White. I watched it with my own eyes.
Right.
I'm
not telling you they're Ohio State. I'm not telling you they're Ohio State. I'm not even telling you they're Michigan. I'm not telling you they're Miami of this year. Even though if you ask Mario, Miami and SMU have the same amount of talent. I mean, did you see these comments?
Yeah.
Mario, shut up. Please. Shut up.
Mario 2 weeks ago thought he was going to win the national championship, man. You leave Rio alone, man. Rio had a ring about 17 days ago.
Nothing tastes good to him anymore, man. His abuelita's cafecito doesn't even taste good anymore. Like, just nothing tastes good to Mario anymore. He's correcting Josie. Like, well, I don't know if we're more talented than it. Like, are you effing kidding me? Like, you have 3 first-round picks on your roster, and one of them's a freshman.
He needs to win some games. Yeah, but no, Solana. It's cute what they're doing now, but the lack of talent's gonna bite the Heat. And with Bam gone, that's damn curtains.
Well, we'll see. He's getting an MRI today.
We don't need to see.
We'll see.
He's not playing soon.
We'll see.
If you get MRIs, you don't come out of the MRI machine and jump back on the court and drop 25.
We'll see if my prayers are answered. I tapped into every single religion this morning. I went to my synagogue, and then I went to the Catholic church right next to my house, Our Lady of Lourdes. There's a mosque right near my house. I went there as well. And yesterday, talked so much about Scientology. I looked up a little bit about Scientology, and I spoke to the Scientology God too. I covered
God.
I don't know. Oh. We covered all our bases today for Bam Adebayo to be okay. For Bam to pull through here. Negative MRI today.
Better get it. They're gonna play with 4 because Khalil's not getting on their court.
Bro, I want to talk to you about that later too.
They're not getting on their court.
Spo can't stand this guy, man.
I'm good, coach. No, you're not.
Somebody texted in. I actually kind of like that 2017 for some reason. I think you're talking about the Dolphins. Yeah, okay. Go get your head examined, guy. They won 1 game.
We had a little squad though.
I mean, Greg Camarillo, legend.
We had some personalities.
You owe Greg Camarillo, right? You send him a check.
No. I'm still cool with Greg. I talked to Greg. He's like a weatherman.
No, we do this every time. He's a sports anchor in San Diego.
Oh, he looks like a weatherman.
He's not a meteorologist. I don't know why you think he's a meteorologist.
Because he looks like a weatherman. He has a little weather hairdo, little weather suit, jacket.
He's got a mic.
Yeah.
He's got a suit.
Greg's cool, man. Good dad. Wife's awesome.
But I'm saying you should send him a check every year, shouldn't you?
For what?
For saving you from the embarrassment of being on an 0-16 team single-handedly.
Well,
saved
Cleo
you.
Lemon threw that ball.
Oh, Cleo Lemon threw a duck.
Cleo
Greg
Lemon
Camarillo caught that 7-yard pass and beat everybody down the field and scored the most important touchdown of my lifetime. I'm not kidding. Of my lifetime. Yes.
No, listen, that can't that to go to 1-12. Cleo Lemon to Camarillo is the biggest touchdown you've ever seen scored in your life from a Dolphin.
The Dolphins scoring that touchdown was the most important play of my Dolphins fandom. I'm not even kidding. Of my Dolphins fandom. What?
Beating the Jets week 17 to go to win the AFC East.
Ted Ginn, a couple returns at MetLife.
What about Ronnie and Ricky up north, or Ronnie DeFasano in New England?
Ronnie DeFasano.
Come on now.
Couple touchdown passes. Those were fun. But Greg Camarillo keeping that Miami Dolphins team, at the time, nobody had ever gone 0-16.
Yeah, we were terrible.
You guys were going 0-16.
Yeah, we were bad.
Yeah. Keeping the Dolphins from having the only 0-16 team ever in the history of the NFL was probably the most important Dolphins memory of my lifetime.
We're sorry. As the Dolphin family, I want to apologize to you.
Why I hate you.
Because that's sad. I know you hate me. That's why I brought you some shoes today, trying to make it better.
Panthers play tonight. They play the LA Kings at 10. Again, we have Heat tickets that we're going to give away. The Cavaliers are coming to the Kaseya Center to play the Heat November 10th, and we do have a chance for you to win a pair of tickets. We'll do that later on in the show.
I said Cleo can go. I said Cleo can't go. I was to leave my friend alone. I like Cleo.
Didn't Cleo call you one day? Like, why are you talking about me, bro?
I used him as a punchline on radio for a decade. It was the weirdest. I'd be like, "Nah, come on, now, this dude ain't Cleo Lemon." Just because, like, it's a cool name, Cleo Lemon. It's just it rolls off. And he was down here doing something, and he texted me. He was like, "Damn, bro, you just used me as a punchline." I was like, "Damn, Cleo, my bad."
And then instead of using Cleo, who'd you switch to? Who's been your punchline? Is it Joey Harrington?
Joey Harrington.
And then out of nowhere,
he's not gonna call me.
Joey Harrington. No, but he's tweeting about how much he loves Channing Crowder.
Yeah, Joey.
It's the funniest thing ever. Crowder uses Joey Harrington as a punchline my entire radio career with him. And then there's some, I think it was the story of you crying on
Cameron Hall.
On Cameron Hall with your stepdad's. Yeah. And he like quote tweets it, and he's like, Channing Crowder was the most sincere teammate I ever had in the locker room. This story is so heartfelt. Meanwhile, Crowder's been using him as a punchline every day on this show.
Because we love Pep, man. Not as a quarterback. We knew Pep was washed in 06. Like, we didn't know what they brought in, but after we watched a couple, watched practice, we're like, damn, that's not the Cole Pepper that I saw. Throw the ball to Randy Moss and Chris Carter my whole life. And then they benched Pep already, who's our friend, is my friend, for Joey. So you already started off hurting my friend's feelings. Then you're garbage. Like, he's Joey Harrington. He wasn't going to become Joe Montana. He's Joey Harrington. We knew what Joey Harrington did at Oregon. He did it, and he came to the league and did it. Then he starts doing pregame speeches after we getting our ass whooped, and he's playing garbage. Yeah, he lost me with that. I told you we started walking out. As soon as he stand up, coach would talk. Hey, gotta go out there. We got to play hard. This division game. Fellas, we have to. We'd get up and go to the bathroom. Man, we don't want to hear this bleep.
It's like Tua trying to hype up the team before Thursday Night Football.
See that? Come on, guys. 4 hours.
90 minutes or the next 60 minutes or 4 hours.
Huh? You don't even know how long we play. You already concussed.
Your weather, it's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit ChillZoneAC.com.
You also have my pregame speech? That's a pregame speech.
I don't know. Do we still have that? We got to look that up, but we have that in the archives.
This is what gets people going, gets the blood flowing.
A best of segment. Maybe we'll play that.
That's what gets the blood flowing, Solana.
I remember it took Valero half an hour to bleep out all your curse words.
That's when you got to cuss in front of people.
And the clip is 17 seconds, which is the craziest thing.
These are warriors. You're going to knock somebody out with, hey, fellas, come on now. Give them a tough effort. Rah, rah.
Right now in South Florida, it's kind of rainy. Bro, it's going to get cold into the weekend or later in the weekend and into early next week. I was watching the news today. Tuesday, it's going to be in the 40s, the low 40s in Miami. Up by you and Davie, it's probably going to be even colder.
Yeah, that wind come off that Everglades and all. I don't like it.
I don't know about that.
I moved down here not to get the wind.
Yeah,
not to get the cold.
40's too much.
Yeah, that's when people not supposed to let your dog out. They'll die. Fish stop biting. What?
They stop biting.
Yeah.
Why?
Temperature change.
They got to eat, don't they?
No, they
hibernate. They hibernate.
They don't. How can they hibernate? They panic. Like they're used to warm, and they used to the little fishes go and get out the cold water, and the big fishes that follow them out the cold water, and they panic. It's just terrible fishing when it's cold.
We'll continue the 2:00 hour in the next segment. Later on in the show, Aronde is going to join us, and Omar Kelly will join us as well. Crowder, Solana, Jimmy take you up until 6 p.m. on the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I have a package of frozen corn dogs in my freezer right now as we speak.
I'm sorry to hear that.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Ed Moore Sawgrass
Welcome back to the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show. Hoch will be back with us tomorrow. You got Dolphins coming up Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. You got the Canes playing this weekend. What happened? What'd you drink?
They got me downstairs.
You threw down today. You threw down 2 sushi rolls, or you still have the other one left?
Yeah, 2 sushi rolls, and I got about a half a tuna here, sashimi.
Bro, that's like 10,000 calories. 2 sushi rolls and sashimi.
Fat. This is good fat.
That's just raw tuna?
Yeah, raw tuna.
That's been sitting there for...
Like my sushi warm.
Wow, that's disgusting.
I like warm sushi, man. I don't like the norm.
That's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Your insides, bro. I'm telling you, man. Your insides just must be...
This ain't gonna help because they have this beautiful can. Look at this can. Green, pink, red.
Yeah, what happened there? You didn't like the flavor?
It's kombucha with spirulina and chlorophyll in it.
What does that mean?
It's terrible. I don't know what it is, but that's not good flavor.
Chlorophyll?
Chlorophyll and spirulina. Lime and apple. See, they got apple. I thought it was just sparkling apple juice. They snuck in some spirulina and chlorophyll.
I thought chlorophyll was the process that plants use to make food, to consume carbon.
Chlorophyll has something to do with
am I
You're crazy. You're close, but you just didn't.
You're right about that about the plants.
Right?
Yeah.
That's not the process. Plants have chlorophyll, but
no, I think not what I want to talk about this hour, but I'm like 9. Let me look it up. Chlorophyll.
No.
How do you spell that,
photosynthesis.
Jimmy? KLO.
Photosynthesis.
No.
That's what makes
photosynthesis is something completely different.
Chlorophyll is in a plant.
Chlorophyll is the name of the green pigment that plants use to make food during a process called photosynthesis.
Got you.
So it's the same thing. We're saying the same thing.
Chlorophyll is a thing. How can you put a process in my kombucha?
But that's what I'm trying to understand. So what, they get the chlorophyll from the plant and they put it in your kombucha?
With spirulina and apples and limes. And I don't like it. I'm going to drink it because it was about $6.
The green pigment. Maybe I'll drink more chlorophyll.
I don't get this one. Get some better tasting chlorophyll.
You got all that from downstairs?
Yeah, $72.
Man, you coming back in studio has been tough for your wallet because the Citadel, great food downstairs.
Delicious.
I ate at the USBS Burgers a lot.
Fire.
Jimmy and I got hooked up there a couple times. And next door, they have Garritos Burritos, which are insanely good. That's like my spot. But, it's not cheap down there.
No. You're going.
2 sushi rolls, sashimi, and chlorophyll run you $300.
$72. I just paid it. And the man gonna flip the little pad over. Tip 20, 22, 25. Goodness gracious.
So you're telling me photosynthesis is the process of which plants turn or consume the carbon, right? Because don't they then emit the oxygen that we breathe?
Look at there,
right?
Boy.
Right?
You might have went to 7th grade.
FIU, man. FIU education right there.
College?
Pause up.
That was college for you?
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Or biology. I don't know. Anatomy.
Your bus had tinted windows. Anatomy.
You didn't go to class at UF?
No. I wasted time.
Mm-hmm.
Football vocational school. We had some practicing to do.
I want to listen to some Mike McDaniel sound and some Tua Tagovailoa sound, but we're kind of running out of time here. I want to play one clip, and I'm sorry that I'm going to put everybody through Mike McDaniel's ums and uhs and just in general rambling. He might as well be talking to us about the chlorophyll, the photosynthesis, and the entire process of a plant. But listen to what he says. He's asked about, his involvement or just overall how, he felt the trade deadline process went. Listen to what he had to say.
It's a good question. It was a collaboration of myself, Champ, and Brandon Shore, and utilizing the all of the minds that we have within the organization, but communicating with our ownership directly, and so our relationships are are strong. We had very, very healthy conversations, and we're all in agreement for the moves or moves we didn't make. But it was a normal trade deadline process where you are, contrary to popular belief, you generally talk about a ton, over 50% of your players that are that there's conversations all over the place with every team because everyone's trying to get better and seeing what competitive advantage they can get. Happy with the preparation portion of this morning for the Buffalo Bills.
Again, I apologize for all that, but here's what I took from that. He said it was, a collaboration between him, Champ Kelly, Brandon Shore, and ownership. This is the problem here. Like, Crowder, this is what's happening. I don't know for sure how much collaboration or how much input Mike McDaniel had on whether or not they should trade guys. Genuinely, I don't know. He could just be saying that, right? Like, he could just be saying it, posturing a little bit. But maybe he did. And from what we understand, Mike McDaniel and Chris Grier, like, McDaniel had a say in some of the ways that Chris Grier built the roster, which is why he's not innocent in all of this.
He stood on the table for Tua. We heard that was fact.
But not only that, like, maybe it was Chris Grier trying to, start planting some seeds to scapegoat McDaniel. But, like, he was pretty adamant. Like, yeah, Mike has, been a proponent of the direction we're moving in. So I don't know for sure, but I'm going to take him at his word. I don't think Mike McDaniel would lie about that. Why is he involved in these conversations, period, if he's not going to be here long term?
I'll tell you, because Brian Flores wasn't. He didn't want to be. Think about it. Remember what do they call it? The collaboration.
No,
collaborate. No, not with Mike McDaniel. You go into a meeting deciding between two players and you hear that. I don't know what you just said. Do you like the kid or not, son? Like,
I get that. I get that.
To your point, I don't know if you're saying this. I don't think that way of, okay, you want to trade Jalen Phillips? Okay, let's go to coaching. Hey, could you survive without Jalen Phillips? Oh, let's go to scouting. Hey, how do we look without Jalen Phillips? Evaluation guys. What if we don't have Jalen Phillips? Okay, now let's go to the management. Hey, Stephen Ross, do you think it'd be cool if we trade Jalen Phillips? There has to be somebody making that decision. Hey, trade deadline. We're throwing in the towel. We just fired our GM. What are we going to do? We need to get pieces. Okay, we can get rid of Jalen. He's going to ask for a lot of money next year. Okay, so we'll find the best deal. Done. Out the gate. We don't need to sit and have 18 meetings. He said our relationships had a healthy conversation. I don't even know what that means, our relationships had a healthy conversation. I don't want to talk to that guy if I'm trying to make a decision.
My point is, if Mike McDaniel is in these meetings, you fire Chris Grier, you promote Champ Kelly to interim GM, so that the only reason Stephen Ross does that at that moment is because the trade deadline is coming up. He could have waited till Saturday. He could have waited till Sunday. Could have waited till Monday. The reason you fire him Friday morning after the Thursday night football game is because you have the trade deadline. You have 4 days to get somebody in, analyze the situation, and make rational decisions, right?
Yep.
Then why, if you're doing that, are you allowing Mike McDaniel to have a say in these decisions if he can't approach it? I'm not even saying it as a negative for him. He can't approach it rationally. His approach, as he's coaching for his job, has to be, well, no, why would you trade them? I need them to win. So that's my point here.
Yes.
None of it makes sense. What Stephen Ross is doing here, if Mike McDaniel truthfully was allowed to collaborate on who to trade, who not to trade, how the trade deadline should be approached, makes no sense. Why fire Chris Grier then if you're going to keep somebody contributing on the conversation who has an agenda? And I'm not blaming him, by the way. That's the right agenda for anybody to have, to save their ass, to save their jobs, to save their livelihood. But it's not the right way to approach the 4 days following the firing of a GM as you enter a total new chapter of your organization. This is why the Dolphins can't get anything right. I'm telling you, this is the problem with the Miami Dolphins. They can't do anything right. They finally make the decision that was inevitable, that was necessary to fire Chris Grier. And then 3 days later, Mike McDaniel sitting in a meeting campaigning to keep guys that made no sense to keep at this point, at this juncture.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
And it's the same circle without Chris Grier here. So that collaboration, was Champ Kelly a part of the collaboration to bring in Zach Wilson? Was that the best thing for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know these answers. The collaboration is what Stephen Ross said he wanted. That was the push. Post Flores, he didn't want I don't want to say disgruntled, but just angry or tense atmosphere around his building.
More friendly, more open.
Calm and open or something. They say some phrase like that. You want that? I tell you now, I've been around Flores and McDaniel. You want calm and open, it's way more McDaniel. Flores was talking to the alumni of the Dolphins. I'm talking about Larry Little and Richmond Webb and them were there. He wasn't pleasant then. We don't get a team where y'all respect us. And he walked the hell away. I don't know, you old ass guys. Y'all can't do nothing for me now. There's a pleasant happiness there. My thing is, it's the same chefs in the kitchen. How are you going to change the meal?
Yeah.
Champ Kelly's been there. And I'm not evaluating Champ Kelly because I let him make some moves first. McDaniel's been there. Stephen Ross has been there. I don't know what Garfinkel gets involved on the football side. Whoever else is around. All you did was pluck out Chris Grier and throw him away. It's just a pie without one piece, but the other piece is still the same.
Yeah.
Who is changing the thought? Does Champ Kelly have that much more pull now than Chris Grier has as the GM, or is it the same pie with a piece sliced out?
It's still the same.
Crazy.
It's a garbage cheeseburger. They just took out the American cheese. That's it. But it's still a garbage
burger.
Yeah.
Take the cheese off a cheeseburger. It's a garbage ass burger.
3:00 hours coming up next. I want to play Tua sound for Crowder. Tua talking about potentially being replaced. His comments were interesting. Aronde Gatson joins us next. It's the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Jimmy, you know how to make a hot
3 o'clock hour, Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show. We're going to talk with Aronde Gadsden coming up in about 10, 15 minutes. Hoch is off. He'll be back tomorrow. All right, we've got a lot to get to. We've got some breaking news regarding Bam Adebayo. So we'll just get right into headlines, sponsored by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito. Our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. The update on Bam Adebayo. I was telling everybody I'm very nervous about that. He was going to have an MRI today, and the MRI revealed nothing serious.
No.
He's got a left big toe sprain.
It sounds funny, but don't laugh.
No, I'm not laughing at that. It's just how do you sprain your toe?
You sprain anything else, you put too much pressure on it.
You can sprain a foot, sprain your ankle, sprain an arm, a wrist. How do you sprain your toe?
Pretty much anything with ligaments in it.
Right, but you're wearing shoes. Like how?
It bends back too far. There's a lot of man moving real fast out there. Little bad angle, lands on the side of your foot, rolls up on
multiple
somebody.
toes. I could see that, but what? Like one toe?
The big toe is what makes everything balanced in your body. You lose your big toe, you can't walk.
You said that to me, but I feel like you were talking to yourself.
Oh these toes are gone here in the next 5-6 years.
So the MRI revealed a left big toe sprain for Bam. He's going to be out tomorrow against the Hornets, but he's just day to day. So, I mean, on a day that, is a brutal day for Heat fans with the Eric Spoelstra news, this, fortunately, is some good news.
Suppose house burned down. Now he has to play Khalil.
Well,
this is a bad week for him.
No, so Barry Jackson tweeted out that Eric Spoelstra will coach tomorrow, despite the brutal news today.
You kind of said that where you were like, Sirius Parks' house burned down. But, on another note, with this team is, not playing, I think it's more important to win games right now. He can't bring that pile of ashes back.
Oh, no, I mean, he's not going to. What's he going to do?
They call the insurance company and they're going to send an evaluator out there. He got to go do his job.
Go rent a suite at the Loft in the Gables and make your way down to 601 Biscuit. I mean, because what else are you going to do? You're going to sit at home?
Not staying at the Motel 6 and trying to figure this thing out. Like, go coach. Go coach. Your kids will visit you in your condo you rent for the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he's at penthouse at the Marriott Marquis, right?
He's at where'd you go to? Fairfield Suites?
Fairfield Inn and Suites in Pembroke Pines.
Dive into coaching.
Don't go into room 304, man. Give it another week. I'm telling you.
You're beating that couch up, huh? You had Whoopi on the couch in a hotel?
Mm-hmm.
They don't wash the couch. They wash the sheets.
Yeah, so what?
But like you were naked on a hotel couch.
Well, you put it that way. It does sound kind of disgusting, but yeah, I was.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, you think that lady?
I was bare ass on that couch.
You think they Stanley steam the couches?
Nah, they clean those.
They don't.
They clean those for sure.
You think they steam the couches?
I had to break that couch in for them.
They clean a room in 8 minutes. They change the sheets. They throw some new towels in there. They sweep up the kit.
Nah, they steam. They steam the couch. They
you
pass
put your bare booty cheeks on a hotel couch.
Bare
Solana, you're
buttocks on that couch.
You got a rash. Don't tell me about it. I'm telling you what's going on. You got a rash. Spo's not staying there though.
No, Spo's I would imagine has not stayed at a Fairfield Inn and Suites since 2000.
But back to it. Really, I don't want to say cry over spilled milk, but there's nothing you do now.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, what do you do, right? I mean, you call the insurance company and
bingo.
Everybody's safe. Again, if you're just joining us, the good news is everybody's safe.
Yes.
There was nobody in the house. Go back to work.
Yeah.
Get your mind off of it.
That's what he should do. And he can't let this affect his coaching on trying to get this mediocre, talented team to beat some good ones.
They'll be all right.
Yeah.
They'll be all right. Bam's day today, baby.
Toe better get right.
Khalil Ware tomorrow.
Okay.
Double. What? Let's see what it's at. Khalil Ware tomorrow, double. Can he,
because you know about the rotation, can he not play Khalil still?
No, he can play Kalel. I genuinely think.
can he? I mean, roster based. If he just gets pissed, can he just still sit Kalel?
Are you trying to get a 10-day? Is that what I'm hearing here? Are you campaigning for a 10-day? The Heat need some size, Crowder.
I'm just saying, I don't see Spo getting cornered into putting Kalel in the game for 25 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think there's any way he can get away with not playing Kalel. If Bam's gonna miss time, you don't have anybody else on the roster. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at Keshad Johnson, but what are you doing when he's out there trying to cover legit centers in this league? Like, it's just not a way to win games. What happened yesterday is Kalel Ware, his size, his length, and I know you said he's skinny, but they look at Pelle Larsson. Pelle Larsson just plays with a high motor the entire game, and that's what the Heat want. Like, that is what they want. They want somebody who's diving on the floor for loose balls. They want somebody who's going to cover anybody. He's playing at 150 miles an hour every second he's on the floor. That's what they want from their young guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they pride in their organization. Psychos.
Yeah.
Kalel Ware doesn't play like that. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just telling you he doesn't play with that high motor. And they don't have time for that. They look at that and they in my opinion, Spo looks yesterday when Joker's out on the perimeter, the ball gets fumbled around, and Kalel lets Joker walk by him without putting any body part on him, leading to an assist to a wide open layup. They look at that as just nonsense. Timeout. Sit your asses on the bench. What the hell was that? I mean, you just can't do that stuff when your head coach is Eric Spoelstra. When you're a young player, you just can't.
Can you teach that? Like, when you say just play crazy balls to the wall, like Marcus Smart plays like that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, there's a bunch of guys.
You know the guys who play like that.
Bam plays like that.
Bam plays like that. Can you? That's not taught, though. I'm just this is my opinion. I'll say, in my opinion, I think that's out the womb. I don't think you can say, hey, go dive on the ground, run a mile per hour. I call it, well, my kids, I call it empty in the tank. Like, that's what I'd be like, go empty the tank. Every single time you're running, every time, you're on defense, offense, like, empty your fuel tank. Guarantee your body will come back and have some more energy for you. I don't know if you can, like, especially, he's a grown-ass man making millions. Hey, Kalel, go dive on the floor. I'm not diving on the floor. I might hurt my knees.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mentality. Somebody says, how many 7+ footers are diving for balls and running real fast? I get what you're saying, but it doesn't have to dive for loose balls. But you could just tell when you're watching the Heat. You can tell when you're watching Kalel Ware. Again, I think the dude is extremely talented. I'm not hating on Kalel Ware. I would like to see him out there a little bit more, but knowing the history that Spo has with young bigs, young players in general, Niko Jovic is going through it again because he's playing bad. You've got to play with a high motor. I remember Hassan Whiteside. The last time the Heat won in Denver was 9 years ago. Hassan Whiteside in the regular season. Hassan Whiteside had 26 and 15. I looked up the starting lineup to that team yesterday. Josh McRoberts was on that team. Like, the starting lineup was a nightmare. Rodney Magruder started in that game. Like, Hassan, before he got paid, played with a high motor.
Yep.
Every loose ball he was going after. Tried to get as many rebounds as he possibly could. Nobody was beating him to a rebound. Putbacks. He just played with that aggressiveness, that tenacity. And he got paid. Everybody remembers what happened. The ball didn't come to him on the first play. He was checked out.
Dearbras.
If you weren't running the play for him, he didn't want to. He wanted nothing to do with that play anymore.
Yeah, and I say Dr. Toboggan, where I learned how to read these little comments over here. I'll name you one guy that y'all kind of love that was 7 feet and that was balls to the wall, if you want to call it that. Zoe would get after it. Zoe didn't give a damn what was going on. Young Shaq in Orlando, there's a whole highlight reel of him diving and sliding on the ground, jumping into the crowd. Especially as that Kalel is so young. A lot of young guys, you're trying to
that's what
prove
they do.
Yourself.
Right, that's what they do.
I don't have the best shooting percentage. I might not know how to run this offense right. But if that ball is a loose ball, it's my damn ball. Let me go get it. I don't know. There's key words that you don't want to say about athletes. Lazy. I don't think Kalel was lazy.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not even that he's lazy. He just doesn't. He doesn't have the high I think
too cool, too calm,
lax.
Lax. You can't play for the Heat and be lax.
Go watch that. Everybody, look up that play I'm talking about. You'll see it on social media. where Joker, the best player in the world, has the ball on the perimeter, and he takes 3 dribbles into the painted area, right into the paint, and Kalel did not put a body on him.
You want to hurt himself? That man's big, Solana.
Like, how do you explain that? Like I don't know how do you explain the best player in the world dribbling into the paint and the center not touching him? It goes against every principle in basketball. How? Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand.
Do you want him to be honest? Because he can't tell Spo, "Oh, that man's big and strong, coach. I don't want to get him. Might hurt my chest if he throws his shoulder into my chest."
It's like the offensive lineman, Liam Eichenberg, just backpedaling while Micah Parsons is running right at him. Business decision. I respect it.
Man, the man's violent.
Yeah, well, guess what? Tua's going to die on that play.
Joker's violent. Would you characterize Kalel as violent?
No, I would not.
Well, he might not want to be in a violent position.
Oh, we need Anthony Weaver to go give him a little pep talk.
He's
Mr.
not a
Violent.
man.
Mr. Violent. Speaking of Anthony Weaver, how about this? The Miami Dolphins have made a change within the locker room. All the media's in there, talking to the players. The Papa shot that was previously, according to David Fiona's, the Papa shot that was previously in the Dolphins locker room is now gone. So we're doing this again, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the part of the season where the ping pong table, the Papa shot, the games in the Dolphins facilities are being removed.
Goofball crap. So you're telling me they can't protect Tua or stop the run because the Papa shot games get too intense? The Ravens did this. It didn't help them beat the Dolphins. They just beat the Dolphins because they were better than the damn Dolphins.
Ravens are 1-0 since they got rid of their ping pong table.
I hate this.
Ravens are 1-0, Crowder.
This is the 6-7 world where you have to know stuff that doesn't make any sense. Getting rid of recreational events in the locker room does not change anything for a team. Say it again.
Jordan Brooks declined to comment. I'm just reading from David Fiona's of the Sun Sentinel. Declined to comment when asked about it. Patrick Paul joked he got beat and broke the Papa shot. Quote, I don't know. Wanted to redecorate, I guess, he added.
Yeah. This isn't
They
good.
think it's goofy, too. These guys think it's goofy as hell, too.
You talk about the team camaraderie, staying together. What are they playing for? We talked about it earlier. This is silly. And whoever's idea was, which I think it was Lamar's idea with Baltimore. That was the story. Okay, I respect Lamar. You have to be a hell of a player to tell 50-plus grown men you can't play Papa shot or ping pong after you're done with work.
It was Riley Patterson.
Riley, better go get my damn ping pong table before I whoop your ass.
Riley Patterson has laid down the law inside the Dolphins locker room.
Yeah, I just these stories. It's just this is right back to the goofy. This is the player only meeting late list. This is just foolishness. That what Papa shot story came out about the Lions or the Chiefs. Or, name me a top team who has Papa top stories.
You got to make changes. I like it.
Player-only meetings.
You got to make changes. All business from here on out. You're 2-7. All business from here on out.
Yeah. Now they got to go somewhere else to play the game. Now they're Dave and Buster's after practice. Now they got a bar. At least there's no liquor in the facility.
We'll ask Arande Gadsden how he feels about it coming up. By the way, later this hour after OG, we're going to give away a pair of Heat tickets to an upcoming game November 10th against the Cavaliers. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's get to weather right now in South Florida. It is partly cloudy. It's in the low 80s tonight. It'll be in the low 70s. That's brought to you by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. Arande Gadsden, legendary Miami Dolphins wide receiver. Oju II had another big week, by the way.
Yeah.
He joins us next.
Make this year the finally get you Cadillac that you've always wanted. Get it in your driveway. And Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac, they have your back to get that Cadillac you want during the Road Ahead sales event. That means you get savings on all the best Cadillacs you've been looking at on the road, looking at your neighbors. You've been looking online, Googling. Listen, get behind the wheel right now of a 2024 Cadillac Lyrics or XT4. You choose, and that's only $319 a month. Or imagine how much you will be saving on select 2024 Cadillacs with only, now listen here, 3.9% financing. And my man Teddy Morris, my man Chris Atkins, the GM, they're going to throw in $1,000 purchase allowance just because they love their customers. Make 2025 the year you get that Cadillac. Whether you're driving to the game, going to the grocery store, picking up the kids, you got a hot date, you will be riding in style with a Lyric-Pro XT4 for $319 a month, or financing lower 3.9% plus $1,000 purchase allowance. Get ready for the road ahead at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. I'm telling you, tell you all the time, you got to be backed by Morris. From the trade-in to the sale to the lease to the service department to the salespeople, it is an amazing feeling to be backed by Morris.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
They were just sitting in your house naked. We're going to talk with Oronde Gadsden. OG, man. Proud father. OG the second had another awesome week with the Chargers.
I turn that mic on to talk, don't I?
Yeah.
OG,
Jimmy,
my guy.
Jimmy, Hawk's not here, so Jimmy, he's pandering to you. He opened up the show with a little Skrillex because he, for some reason, plays EDM for me. I haven't listened to Skrillex since 2011. I don't think anybody has. But that's fine. You keep doing your thing, Jimmy. I'm not hating, but his 40th birthday is coming up, and Oronde's on the line. We'll ask OG if he wants to celebrate. You and I were just talking about strip clubs, just for whatever reason during the commercial break. Are we going to take them? You're going to talk about Tootsies later. Are we taking Jimmy to Tootsies? Like, what are we doing?
I'm taking him to Tootsies.
Yeah.
On me.
40th birthday, Jimmy. I mean, Jimbo.
But if I'm paying, you have to experience all activities that I tell you to. Don't be running downstairs.
I'm not.
Okay.
He means you're going to hang out with the DJ all night, Jimmy.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
exactly.
We'll get you VIP behind the DJ.
You can call it what you want to.
This will serve as our 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored. Not that conversation, what we're going to do right now. Brought to you by the Lexus TX, room for all your passions and 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Oronde Gadsden joins us on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Legendary Miami Dolphins wide receiver. And OG, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the Dolphins look a little different today than they did the last time we spoke prior to Thursday Night Football. But before we even get there, OG, we were talking about this in the previous segment. So the Dolphins have reached the part of the season where they're removing Papa-Shot and ping pong tables from their locker room. Crowder calls it ridiculous. I kind of buy it. You gotta change up the vibe. Let's go. It's time to get serious. You're 2-7.
Well, listen, I still think the issue is the vets on the squad. I mean, it may work for the Ravens, when they did it playing the Dolphins, you know what I'm saying? But who are the Dolphins going to do it for, and who are they going to play? They doing it the week they play Buffalo. Like you can remove everything out the locker room. That's not going to help. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You got to kind of. That's what I'm saying. You need the veteran leadership to do that. Lamar Jackson knows he was going home. He knows he was playing the Dolphins. So now he's going to say, hey, remove the ping pong tables. And they go beat the Dolphins. Now it seems like he's a hero. Now, Tua like, hey, let's remove the ping pong tables. And then they play Buffalo. Like, come on, dude. Like, it just don't make a whole lot of sense. But I get it. But, listen, if you have those guys, you have those guys. It's just, it's just no way to kind of change, who you are at 2-7. I just think that's what it is. I think you don't have those guys that are, those guys who, come to work and just want to do their job and leave because they're younger guys. If you have, vets on the team who've been here, and that's one of the problems I have with the organizations. We don't have those dudes. Most of the good teams have those guys who've been there through, the times like these, and then you get them to say they wouldn't have had it in there from the beginning. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, I don't want to say it's too late, but it's too late.
And OJ, it's funny you bring up the vets because you know the guys I bring them up all the time, Juniors and JTs and Zachs and Bonnies and Trucks and all those guys. I mean, Michael, Mad Dog, Sam Madison. But like they didn't need any team bonding or games removed or the bowling nights and all, bruh. Get your ass ready to play the game on Sunday. Like it's but to your point, are they missing that veteran leadership and any of that crap work?
100%. 100%. I mean, when I played the teams that won and the teams that constantly went to the playoffs, are the teams that had the people. Those guys. You know what I mean? Like. The Ray Lewises, the Ed Reeds, the Tom Brady's, what I'm saying? Everybody has vets that's been there on that team for 8, 9, 10 years. And those are guys, they don't have to say nothing. They're like your parent. They just look at you and you're like, all right, my bad. You know what I'm saying? You get back in line. You know what I mean? Like it ain't really like, hey, you chasing somebody around the locker room. It's fine. But now you chasing somebody around the locker room with a bucket of water. Then, Timbo or Dad be like, yo, slow down with all that. Then you just stop and then walk back to the shower and throw it in the shower. You don't have those dudes. You know what I mean? You don't have those guys, and I think that's a big deal That's a big deal because, you think about it, and especially when we were going through the whole tour with calling the player meeting. If Dan Marino called a player meeting, 52 other dudes are going to be there. You know what I'm saying? If Michael Irvin called a player meeting, 52 other dudes are going to be there. If, Ray Lewis called a team meeting, 52 dudes are going to be there. 52 other guys are going to be there. Like, it's just simple. Like, Tua called team meeting, people like, they came late, then some ain't show up. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference, bro. It's a difference because, you have those dudes that been there, and they work. They work. Like, they can't give much. Like, I just look at the team like, so if Khalil Mack say we got a team meeting for the Chargers, my kid's going to be there 20 minutes early. You know what I'm saying? This is the way it is. It's just those guys we just don't have, that have been there long enough. I mean, Tua is that guy. He's that guy. He's been there. I don't know who the, longest tenured player, but, one time it was the long snapper, right? At one point, like he's that guy. And if he can't command it, I don't know, who else is going to do it. So it's tough. It's a tough spot to be in, especially when, you look at the coach and the coach is not, stern like the other coaches. I just think it's the market. I don't think McDaniel was a bad coach. I think, there are some positives from what he's doing. And can it be done? Yes. Maybe not this year, but can it be? Yes. But you have to get a coach that matches the market. These big time markets aren't, made for, I don't want to say a small time coach, but, a coach who doesn't match the market. You know what I mean? Like Marvin Jones can win. He can go 9-7 for 15 years. Everybody all right with that in Cincinnati, no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a big market, you got to have, that guy. He got to be able to take a chance, take a risk. You know what I mean? Not just going for it on 4th and 1 risk. You know what I mean? And it's tough. It's tough to say that, but and I may be saying it out of line because I'm from a different era. You know what I mean? I'm from you still could hit anybody as hard as you want era. So it's a little different.
Yeah, but I think, to your point, OG, when you talk about what this market is, like people want to go back to that era. Like they're dying for that era that you played in. Not just the physicality, but the results. Like what the Dolphins were
for sure
at that time.
For
so
sure.
I mean, we don't really have time to get into all of it there, but you talk about the Dolphins needing a coaching change, somebody that matches the market. What are your overall thoughts on just the last 5 days from the Dolphins getting blown out to Baltimore on Thursday Night Football? Less than 24 hours later, they fire Chris Grier, and then they promote Champ Kelly. And the only trade that they pull off before the deadline was Jalen Phillips. We were kind of all expecting a fire sale. Are you surprised that after firing Chris Grier, the Dolphins kind of just stood pat for the most part?
Not really. I mean, I get it. Everybody wants to change and, hey, let's get rid of, the head coach. But then who's the coach? Then who are people listening to? He called the plays. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to get rid of that guy. The Chris Grier situation, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a new direction is needed. He's been in there a long time. But, he obviously, if you put the money up against the picks and the years, that looks bad. But, I mean, the players play. You know what I mean? We play. Chris Grier picked the players, and, you know what I mean? Like the cornerback pick from 2 years ago, the first round pick. I mean, I picked Cam Smith. He looked good. He played well. He just, didn't. We had a bunch of people, Igbenogby, all them people who just didn't play well. You know what I'm saying? They play good. Igbenogby, I don't know what his name is. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They didn't play good. You know what I'm saying? So, the old line, they just didn't play good. Austin Jackson, they didn't play good. It's tough. It's tough to, blame that person. But I guess you get the general manager, then the general manager makes the decision whether to keep the coach or fire the coach. I don't think you could do it the other way around. I don't think you could fire the coach and keep the general manager at that point. I think you had to, let Chris go. Sad to see him go. It's a friend of mine, I coach his kids, and it's tough. But if that was the decision, that was the decision. He had a good run. You know what I'm saying? Been there since 2000. That's a good run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can't be mad at that.
No.
That's a good run.
And OG, talking about the like the lack of movement on the trade deadline. We had argued about this. Me and Solana still disagree. The Dolphins put their line in the line in the sand about Waddle, saying it got to be a first rounder. I don't think Waddle's worth a first rounder if you trade him. Is Waddle a first round guy? You talking about Quinn Williams, who's a multi-time All-Pro? He went for one. Sauce Gardner, multi-time All-Pro. He went for 2 1s. Is Waddle on their level of demanding a 1 in a trade, bro? You're a receiver. Let me know, but I don't see Waddle as that type of guy.
It's according to what you need. If you needed a good 2, a guy that can step up while the 1 is out, then if he's worth that. Do you think Sauce Gardner is worth the 2 1s? I don't think that. I don't think that.
I think that's a stretch, bro. But I've seen him be the most. I've seen him be the most dominant corner in the league.
Yeah, 43 years ago. But that's a stretch for 2 1s. Yeah. But listen, it's what the teams need. Yeah, I think Denver was the most, the most serious. They didn't want to give up a 1. I mean, if you were going to get something back for it, if you were going to get, the low slot guy and a 2 and a 5, maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's just what you need. I think, Waddle is good for us. Expecting Waddle to hold the whole 18 games as the 1 would probably be tough, you know what I mean, for Waddle. You know what I mean? I think he's more comfortable being, Robin. But, I mean, he could be Batman, without a doubt. I mean, I did it when OJ left. I like playing, I like playing Robin, but I had to be Batman. And so, Chris came in, I had to do it because I was there the longest. I seen it. I know what it was, you know what I'm saying? But you had those guys. I had OJ. I had Tony Martin. I had those guys, Lamar, to teach me this is what is supposed to be done. Not even saying when I came from Dallas when, Michael Irvin and Kevin Williams, showed me the ropes. But I'm just saying, like, if you have to do it, you have to do it. But, 1 may be a little high ass, but he was a 6th pick in the draft, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you got to get a 1. That's the rules. That's how you play the game. So, that's what it is. But who made that call? We didn't have a general manager at the time. Who made that call?
We do interim. It'd be Champ Kelly would be my
yeah,
guess.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that we were talking about that before, OG. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Who made that call? Like
we
Kelly?
Don't know. We don't know.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like who? Like Kelly and McDaniel made that call together. Like they were on the phone like this at 7:30 at night. Yo, yeah, man, I'll get a 1. I'll take a 1 too. Well, all right. In the morning, I'm gonna tell them we want a 1. All right, cool. Like what I'm saying? Like how does that work? So it's tough to make those decisions because you did let go the general manager. You just let both of them ride it out. Ain't like we was going. That year we went 1-7, and then we won 7 games and made it to the playoffs. Like I don't see that, but it has happened. But you can't let everybody go. That's just it. I mean, if Phillips, he might have won out because he's a good young talent. Especially he just had some, some injuries along the way, which suck for any player. But hey, listen, he's to a better place and probably can get some work done. So, I just, it's tough when you're at this spot, you know what I'm saying? Like I read a meme the other day, like which said the loser in everything over the weekend, over the trade deadline was Jeremiah Smith because he probably going to the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jets got 3 1s, and next year when he can come out of Ohio State, then why not? Like, that's the way it is.
Hey, speaking of ones, OG, next year, people might be drafting OG the second with their first round pick in fantasy football. Have you started your damn son yet on your fantasy team?
No.
What are you waiting for?
Dallas Goedert is doing just fine where he is.
You got 5 receptions, 56 yards. Am I right? 5 receptions?
68.
68. Thank you. 68 yards last week. He had a touchdown the week prior. He's balling, OG. Like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Throw him in the flex. Throw him in the flex then.
But listen, if you an athlete athlete lore, if you score 4 touchdowns in them socks and that jock, guess what you're doing? Don't touch it. Don't you wash it. Don't you move it. I'm putting them back on next Sunday. Leave it right there. And so that's where we at right now. I'm not gonna move him now. He's just fine staying all the way down there by the backup kicker, which is Lux or somebody from Denver. Yeah, he right above Lutz, and I got San Francisco as my backup defense. The San Francisco Lutz OG2 right there.
Hey, you guys got Sunday Night Football this weekend, right?
Yeah. Big game against the Steelers. Listen, man, it's tough. Like, I'm excited and obviously proud to see my son out there, but every week there's somebody different now, because all out, so he has to stay in the chip. Now he got to block TJ Watt. Like, come on, bro. He just 21 years old. He just a kid. You know what I'm saying?
No, he is not.
Man,
little OG is a starting tight end at the highest level of football in the world. He's not your baby no more, OG. You gotta get over that.
I got it, man. You'll see, man. You'll see when your kid get up there. You'll see when he playing baseball. You'll see, like, when he up there against Aroldis Chapman, you'll be like, yo, wait a minute. Slow them pitches down a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to throw all of them over 100. You can throw some of them at 94. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? TJ Watt, that's a dude. You know what I'm saying? And Max Crosby, that's a dude. Like, Von Miller, them dudes. I mean, like, regular, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know who the defense man was last week, but I'm okay. Titans, all right, we got it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We can get him.
we can get him. We can stay and move your feet, lock out, move your feet, but that's different. This is an MVP, multiple time MVP of the league. Like, he got a dip or something. He got something. So, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's the next game, so that's what he got to play. So, hopefully,
we'll be watching.
He stays on top.
Yes, sir. We'll be watching. Aronde Gadsden, appreciate you taking some time today. OG, good luck Sunday night, and we'll talk to you next week.
So listen, did we pull the show off without Hoch?
Yeah, I mean,
did we do good?
I think it sounded
pretty good. Like I say, the Lakers winning without LeBron.
Seriously.
So we should be all right without Hoch for a little bit, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna say I put up a Luka performance, but I was like a Jake LaRavia today, an Austin Reeves type performance.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go.
All right.
There you go. You can stay there, and I guess Channing is like Kirby Smart. What's the dude name that play? Yeah,
Marcus Smart.
Marcus
Smart. Yeah, him. He's like a 17-point Marcus Smart.
Oh, I'm Austin Reeves. I'm the closer.
Yeah.
The closer. Oh,
yeah.
Are you in the drive-thru, OG?
No, not the drive-thru. Not the drive-thru. Park right now.
Gonna say it. The Arby's.
Yeah, not the Arby's today.
OG, appreciate you, man. Take it easy.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, Aronde Gadsden. I'm Jake LaRavia. You're Austin Reeves.
I don't want to be Austin Reeves.
You just said you were Austin Reeves.
And he's the second best without LeBron. What about the big boy?
Luka. Luka's the second
the
best without LeBron. He's probably the best even with LeBron.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm DeAndre Ayton.
Boom. You're DeAndre Ayton.
I like it.
Hey, why don't we give away a pair of Heat tickets right now? We're going to take a break here. Thanks, OG, for coming on. We've got a pair of Heat tickets. The Cavs are coming to the Kaseya Center. They're actually coming twice. They're going to play Monday and Wednesday. This is for November 10th. I believe that's Monday, right, Jimmy? November 10th? Monday, correct. November 10th, Heat versus Cavaliers. That's a good matchup. Donovan Mitchell yesterday, he got punked by some kid on PlayStation who was talking smack to him. He's like, I haven't seen a highlight of you in forever. You're not nothing. Like, you're washed up. Came out, dropped 46, and then shouted the kid out in the post-game press conference, basically called him a little bitch. He's like, well, where are you at now? So we've got a pair of tickets for you. What caller do you want to go with?
Oh, what number is he? 45?
Donovan Mitchell?
Yes.
Spidas, 45.
9, 4 plus 5. I'll watch out for you, Jimmy. Never say I ain't did nothing for you.
9, 4 plus 5. Caller number 9 right now, 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560 gets 2 tickets to go watch the Heat, perhaps without Bam, but still a fun night. and the Cavaliers, November 10.
Why you say spider?
Spider.
Why does it hurt y'all so much to talk in like, to say nicknames that aren't perfect English?
What do you mean?
I said, yeah, ND45. Who, Spider?
Yeah.
Spider.
Yeah, Spider.
Why do you high?
But
Why
I
do
don't
you
know. We're
hold
saying
that
the same thing.
high?
Spider.
Spider.
You don't like Spider Man? How we say it in Kendall.
Spider.
All right. 4 o'clock hour. We're gonna talk with Omar Kelly the next hour. We're gonna get into some Tua Tagovailoa coming up after this commercial break.
Y'all got to head to Tootsie's Cabaret. Jimmy, get ready. I've been going to Tootsie's for 20 years. I know everybody now. Solana even said it. I took him over there one time. I was like, damn, dude, are you a part owner? No, I just come here all the time because I like a good time. I love the food now. Food specials at Tootsie's. The food is delicious. Not some bar with the little greasy fry plate in the back. No, it is a full kitchen at Tootsie's. They have food specials every single day, and they're open from noon to 6 a.m. every single day. That's 18 hours of delicious food, $100 bottles, half-price drinks till 8 p.m. every single day. You got to go to Tootsie's, the largest strip club in the world. They have 2 levels of entertainment, complete restaurant, full liquor bars. They have a sports bar in the back with pool tables. It's just so much fun. It's gigantic. You've seen Tootsie's side of 440 run right there. It is gigantic, and it is tons of fun. Football season, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, they have all the sports. UFC, MMA, there's gonna be one of those dozens and dozens of TVs. We'll have whatever you want to watch on. But during football season, it is the best. And Canes and Dolphins, it's Hard Rock Stadium's right around the corner now. You bring your ticket on game day, you get in free the entire day. Everybody's in free on game day before 6 p.m. Half-price drinks and no cover with the Canes and Dolphins tickets. They offer a luxury transportation system, 2 home games with reservations and purchase a VIP package. Man, get the touches. And on Sunday, my goodness, that 1 o'clock slate, noon to 5 p.m. $10 tailgate takeover, $10 meals, chicken wings, smash burger fries, fried shrimp fries, cheese pizza, and chicken nachos. Sunday from noon to 5 p.m. Those are $10 menus on the tailgate takeover. Get to Tootsie's. You know the beautiful entertainers are going to be there. Like I said, you watch whatever you want to watch. It goes a commercial break. You have something to look at on the stage. There are beautiful entertainers at all times at Tootsie's Cabaret. Head to tootsiescabaret.com for more information.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Fire away.
4 o'clock hour on the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show. We're running a little behind. That's my fault. I apologize, but let's get back on the clock. We have a lot to get to this hour. Crowder, you want to fix your camera? It's just showing Dan Orlovsky behind you.
Dan's a good-looking dude.
Dan is a very good-looking dude. They're talking about a very tragic story that we haven't even discussed today. There's a couple sad stories in the world of sports today. Eric Spoelstra, of course, his house, we found out this morning, burned down in South Miami. This one clearly much more severe. There's really no way to even talk about this thing, man. Like, this is just brutal. Marshawn Nealon, dead at the age of 24, scored a touchdown on Monday Night Football. And today it seems like it's being reported an apparent suicide, self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to authorities. So just tough, man.
It's crazy. And we always say the same thing, Solana, check on your people.
Yeah.
Mental health, is real. And it just takes me back to, Junior Seau and Tay and my friends that have passed too young as well. And, he's a young guy, but you always think about the head hits and all of that stuff that have something to do with it. Takes you back to, you did that as well. And I know other people, like I always say, when athletes, apparently, gun-inflicted, self-inflicted gunshot wound if he took his own life. But a lot of people are going through stuff too. But this guy, Marshawn Nealon, he gets on ESPN because of the fact he played for the Cowboys. But there's a lot of people going through stuff out there, and just it's known that's not the way to deal with the problems. Have somebody to talk to. But somebody's going through something, man, reach out to them, because, like I said, I've talked to a number of people that have taken their own lives months before they did, and I knew nothing was wrong.
Not to get too deep here, but think about it, man. People think, to your point, money solves everything.
Nope.
And I'm not saying Marshawn Nealon was the highest paid player in the NFL, but this is a second-round pick. He's only 24 years old. He was having a pretty good season for all intents and purposes. This dude was on live TV, national TV, 3 nights ago, scoring a touchdown on a bizarre play, ended up with the ball in the end zone. 3 days later, he's taking his own life. So to your point, man, check on your people, because you think certain people are living a certain type of life just because of whatever, and you don't know. You don't know what's going on between the ears.
Money is a lot of people's problems, concern.
Yeah.
Then you have money, there's always more problems. A lot of time financial, house, food, air conditioning, electricity, that's what takes over. But then once that's taken care of, there's still other variables in people's lives that are obviously to this point, and dozens and dozens, hundreds, thousands others that take over your mind and make you do, make you see things in a crazy way. So yeah, just like I say, and it's the same thing when it happens, is check on your people. And if it's you, if you're going through a tough time, man, find somebody to talk to, find somebody to reach out to. If it's not somebody there's plenty of, there's therapists out there, there's churches, there's whatever, wherever you feel comfortable, find some comfort in that and have somebody to talk to.
I'm with you. We'll move forward here. We'll forge ahead, despite that tough news from earlier today. I know it hit the football world pretty hard, man. Yeah. We'll do headlines here. Again, Omar Kelly is going to join us coming up in about 30 minutes. Omar was at the Dolphins facility today. Crowder, I just want to get a vibe check from Omar, and I want to talk about this Tua thing, because you and I clearly have a very different perspective on Tua than Omar does. He's kind of known as the beat reporter who will cape up. And I'm not saying this as a criticism. Like, he genuinely believes there's deeper issues with the Miami Dolphins than Tua Tagovailoa. And he's not wrong, by the way. There is a lot more issues than just the quarterback. We just happen to think the quarterback is the most important part of the team, and he doesn't. But either way, we were talking about this yesterday where, hey, if Tua ends up getting benched at some point this season, I was reading in CBSSports.com just now, like 5 bold takes for the second half of the season. What do you think one of them was? Tua gets benched. Quinn Ewers is going to start for the Dolphins. So, it's being talked about. It was reported by Ian Rappaport. Jimmy, why don't you pull up that sound, actually? We didn't get to play this earlier. We'll do it now. This could be part of headlines. They're driven by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit Doral Volkswagen or check out DoralVolkswagen.com. calm. I don't know. Have you changed at all how you feel about this situation, Crowder? We'll hear from Tu in a second, but like, what in your mind? I asked Gelb this yesterday. What would he have to do to garner legitimate interest from teams around the league at the end of the season?
I think he already garners legitimate, interest from them. Like I said, those terrible teams, the Saints, which they probably had the first pick because they're bad, in case they pull something together. But if they want to go out and get, what's the boy from Indiana, Fernando?
Well, I was gonna
down here.
I was gonna read you Fernando Mendoza. What some of the mock drafts are saying, early mock drafts are saying about the Dolphins and just in general.
But the bridge quarterback, right now, he's a bridge quarterback. Because now we're watching it. We're watching him go 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. We're watching him go 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That's the inconsistency of a bridge guy. I don't want to say he's Jameis Winston because they're totally different styles. Like Jameis is a howitzer, just slinging it. And Tua is more of a tactician. He has to figure it out, throw windows open and all that stuff. But they're in that same realm where I don't know. I still feel as if there's nothing Tua can do for another team to give him the reins to an organization. That's why I'm at with Tua. Tua is not terrible. Tua is still one of the best 32 quarterbacks in the world, I believe. I just don't think, like the Dolphins did 2 years ago, giving him $250 million, I don't think another team is going to say, we have Tua Tagovailoa, we're set at quarterback. I think those days are done. And I talked about it with the bell curve. I think that 2023 year, after going through the Brian Flores stuff, struggling, the mental side of it, or the, not believing in him side with the Flores regime, then getting McDaniel, who totally believed in him, he peaked in 2023. We blew off 2024 like, oh, this is a down year, and now he's continuing to decline. Was 2023 his peak, or at least plateau? I think it was. I don't think Tua will ever be in an MVP conversation. So that's where I'm at with Tua. I don't care if he goes out and throws. Somebody keeps saying that, what if he throws 4 touchdowns this week? He had an up week. And I would anticipate in the next 2 weeks, he's going to have a down week.
Yeah. I'm not getting fooled anymore with, I don't care if they beat Buffalo, a 4 touchdown week. Like, this is done. This is done.
And I don't know
whether or not he's here next
Omar
year.
Believes he's a franchise guy still. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the league. He's going to play quarterback in the NFL. He might be in the league another 10 years.
Maybe.
But you're the guy.
I wouldn't bet on that, but maybe.
Yeah, well, the injury stuff. But you're the guy. Lamar's the guy. Herbert's the guy. Jared Goff's the guy. Like that. I don't think anybody's going to put him in the front seat again.
Quarterbacks in the NFL are faces of the franchise if you have the right one. If you don't, the Carolina Panthers. Mm-hmm. They don't know if Bryce Young is the face of the franchise. They're winning, but he's not the face of the franchise.
No, can't be.
The Dolphins had Tua as the face of the franchise. I don't think they consider him the face of the franchise anymore.
And I don't think he's going to be a face of any franchise. Right. I think we've seen the best of Tua. And he proved me wrong. I don't know how Omar feels about this. We'll talk to him in this next segment. But that's where I'm at with Tua. Can he play? Yes. Is he going to be that dude again? I can't see it.
Just a couple headlines here. We'll just wrap up headlines. We'll bring on Omar. Still a lot to get to today. The Panthers do play tonight. They're going to play a 10 p.m. puck drop against the LA Kings. Jimmy, that's on FM 104.3, right, tonight? I believe it is. FM 104.3 WQAM. And Canes Hoops is in action tonight as well. They play Bethune-Cookman. That game will be on AM 560 tonight. So that's your station schedule for coming up later today. Fernando Mendoza, we can get into this a little bit later, but Fernando Mendoza, a lot of people have him either going first overall, second overall, third, fourth. He's in that top 5 range. He's going to be one of the top 3 quarterbacks drafted. I think you just kind of have to draft a quarterback until you find one. That's how I feel the Dolphins should approach the next couple of years in the draft. But to your point with Fernando Mendoza, there's interest.
Yeah.
There's interest from around the league.
There's always that guy, and he's playing very well. He bust on the scene. Like, this is, I didn't know who Fernando Mendoza was. I know he's from down here now as I'm hearing the story.
Went to Columbus.
This year, though. Did you know Fernando Mendoza 2023?
I knew him. I knew him last year because he was at Cal, and he was the backup quarterback at Cal, and they were my fantasy team. Excuse me, my dynasty team in NCAA 2025. No joke. And I started him because I liked him better than the quarterback that was there at the time. So I've been a Mendoza guy going back to last year because of how well he progressed in a video game. And then, the bleep hole left me in the portal the following year in a video game. Left me in the portal.
You're mad about your fantasy team on the game.
I mean, I understand my facilities at Cal weren't great, Fernando, but damn, bro, we won the title. What are you doing?
It's him. Who else is up there? Nussmeier, probably.
No, not anymore. Dante Moore from Oregon.
Dante Moore can play.
Norris
Lenoris
dropped. Lenore Sellers, that's my guy.
He can
I
sling
love
it.
Lenore
It's
Sellers.
him. So
he's my quarterback in NCAA 2026 in my dynasty.
Are you going to find? That's what you got to do. So the Dolphins now, I think they're back into the we have to find the guy.
Yep.
You're not. It has to be a young guy. There's no backups right now in the league. There's like the Joe Flacco thing. It's working out for the Bengals. The Bengals can't give Joe Flacco a 5-year deal. Make him the dude. He's 40 years old. You have to go the young route. That's what a reset is. You have to go find that guy. Is there another Daniel Jones somewhere that's not being utilized correctly, like the Giants weren't to the Colts? Now he's a MVP.
Somebody
runner?
might think that's Tua.
I don't think it's Tua, but
I don't. Somebody might around the league. We hope.
And this is funny. We're having this conversation. It's going to be Champ Kelly or whoever is in that position that has to go make that decision. Is it Lenore Sellers or is it somebody else out there? Is there some backup running around the league right now? I don't know. I think it has to be a young guy. If you look at the good teams, that's what they've done. The Eagles, Jalen, like you see the teams that make it. The Colts are an aberration with Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I think most of these good teams, you look around, Jared Goff's in the system. I don't think Jared Goff is that damn good. I think
that was your guy. All I heard from you last year was about Jared Goff, the Lions. That was your guy.
You put Jared Goff in an offense not based around the run with two Hall of Fame style running backs. I don't think Goff's that guy, but he's in a great situation. Could Tua go to the Lions and thrive? I think so. I think Tua could thrive in a system like that. Tua can't go to the Rams.
I don't think he's that. I don't think he's cut from that cloth.
His arm's not strong enough.
It's not even that, but I think they have the type of weapons that he would be good with. But you got to be able to put your head down and run through somebody if you're playing for Dan Campbell. I just don't think he's that type of guy. Well, let's take a break. We'll talk more about this with Omar and later on in the show. By the way, tonight, Thursday night football rather, Raiders are at the Broncos. You want to guess what the line is in that game?
Raiders at the Broncos. Ooh, Broncos 7.5.
9.5 tonight. 9.5. Dolphins are now 9-point favorites, down from 9.5.
For dogs.
Well, no, excuse me, 9-point dogs. Excuse me, 9-point dogs, down from 9.5. But you know why that line moved?
Why?
You get rid of Papa Shop. People know you're in business. Everybody knows you're in business.
Omar took Papa Shot out the locker room.
I texted him, find the Papa Shop machine and call in. All right, let's take a break. On the other side, Omar Kelly from the Miami Herald is going to join us to talk about Tua, the Dolphins, and an update from today's practice. Don't go anywhere.
I ain't going nowhere.
Well, I hope you're not going anywhere. You're going to read us something.
You know what? I just get so excited when I talk about the brands getting together, all having one goal is to save everybody more money. I'm talking about the showdown on the Sawgrass at Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. They have beautiful vehicles on that lot. Go over there. First, when I rode in, I check out the 2024 Chevy Silverado, and it's sitting right next to the 2024 GMC Sierra. Both beautiful trucks. Y'all know I love trucks, and you can score $15,000 off these two amazing vehicles. And then the 2025 Chevy Equinox, you look at that with a knockout lease deal of only $189 a month. And then the Buick Encore, you see this beautiful car and a show-stopping lease of $139 a month. But you can get select models right now, 0% financing. You can't beat that. 0% financing on select models down at Sawgrass Auto Mall. I'm telling you, win the brands battle, you win. Silverados and Sierras up to $15,000 off. Equinox is $189 a month. Encore is $139 a month. And stop the show with 0% financing on select models. With deals this good, the real champ is always you. And remember, Ed Moore's is always in your corner. You got to be backed by Moore's. Visit Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall or go to edmoresawgrass.com. Just spray paint raccoons and see if they come back in my yard after I catch them.
It's a great move.
Oh, Omar.
Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show. No Hoch today. He'll be back with us tomorrow. Omar Kelly has graced us on the video feed. And I texted Omar this morning. I said, hey, I want to talk about the Tua situation. Hoch is off, but I'd like you to join Crowder and I. And I was telling everybody earlier in the show, Omar, he joins us on the Toyota Hollywood Hotline, Miami Dolphins columnist covering the team for the Miami Herald. Yesterday, I'd asked Zach Gelb, who joins us. He's a national talk show host. We were just kind of asking him his national perspective on the Dolphins. He's not geared in like you are, obviously, around the team, but he's got a good pulse of what's going on, Omar. And we asked him what he thought the interest around the league would be for Tua Tagovailoa this offseason, or what he would have to do to garner interest. And he said his opinion that he thinks it would be virtually impossible for the Dolphins to trade Tua at the end of the season. And I clipped it and I posted it on social media. And this morning, I'm just looking at the comments, and Caleb Smith commented on Facebook, according to Omar Kelly, there's a huge market for Tua if you were to
did not say huge.
Well, and he said, so why don't y'all get him on this topic? I said, okay, Caleb. All right. I'll get Omar on this topic then. I want to be free and fair here. I'll get Omar on this topic. So, Omar, I would like to ask you, beyond everything else from today, you were at practice. You spoke to some of the players. I see there's no more Papa Shot, which I can't wait to talk to you about. What do you really think the market would be for Tua, or does he have to play a certain way this final stretch, final half of the season in order to bolster the idea of somebody trading for him?
I want you to know that you inspired my column that will be in today's Miami Herald, where the whole bottom portion explains what's remaining on Tua's contract. It's probably the most complicated situation to sum up to anybody. But the bottom line is Tua is getting $55 million from the Dolphins or somebody else next year. Who pays it? Who knows? And if you cut him, then you're basically having a dead cap of $99 million. So he's playing in the NFL unless he retires and cashes out an injury settlement. And I think that that's a slim possibility. Now, when I said that there are teams that were interested in Tua, that was based on me talking, reporting, and I know head coaches that are definitely interested in Tua. One of them does have a quarterback now, and then one of them we depends on the situation, how the season plays out. He might not have a quarterback. He might have a quarterback. Then you look at the New Orleans Saints. You telling me that if they don't end up with one of these hopeful quarterbacks, that they're not going to be interested in Tua and putting him in the dome situation? I find that hard to believe, especially considering his head coach is a lefty and just like him. So obviously, there's some commonalities there. There will be interest in Tua. The contract is not ideal. It's really going to be a turnoff to everybody, but that's the reality of the situation. I mean, but I have a hard time believing that he's not going to be here next year.
And to that point, or just to the attention he's getting or the interest he'll have, my thing is Tua can play football in this league. That's not what I'm saying when I say no, low interest.
Yeah.
Is somebody going to hand him the reins again? He's our franchise. Because I think I don't know if you heard me, I think 2023, he's coming up, he's moving, he hit 2023. I think we hit the bell curve and he's going back down, or at least plateauing. I don't think we're going to see a better Tua than 2023.
Listen, even Tua said, and this is part of the column, he's trying to get back to where I was. I don't understand why my game has changed and why I'm not feeling as comfortable as I am. I know why, but I'm not feeling as comfortable. My footwork isn't right. I'm trying to get back to that old form. And I'm thinking to myself, with what receivers? I'm thinking to myself, with what offensive line? He's and this is not to make excuses for him. He does not look like the same quarterback. He is, he got that Jay Cutler disease where if you coming close to him, I'm throwing the ball away. It's out of my hand. Don't hit him. But he's also instructed to do this.
Right.
He's instructed to play this way because everybody hammered in his brain. Just keep yourself available to the team. Okay. Well, it's altered his game a little bit, slightly, just a little bit.
to that point. So I think you're a little higher on Tua than me.
Yeah.
But we talked about it where like the Lions offense, that play action, having two hellified running backs, you can run the ball and win games. Now you have the deep ball play action. Tua's arm, I don't think can thrive in that deep ball offense. He can't play with in the Ravens offense or the Bills offense. He's not that athletic enough. Like what kind of offense does Tua have to play? Does it have to be timing and throwing the windows?
Yeah, but he thrived in that offense, and he thrived throwing the deep balls in 22 and 23. We just haven't seen it in 24. Now, has the arm slightly decreased? I don't know, maybe, but I've seen Tua throw it 45 yards on a rope. That's not his strength, but that wasn't Ryan Tannehill's strength, and he played 10 seasons, if not more, as a starter in the NFL. I don't think it's the deep ball. I mean, and realistically, outside of Jalen Waddle, who are you throwing the deep ball to on this team? I don't necessarily
Alec Ingold. Apparently, Alec Ingold, Omar.
I do think he needs a little bit more targets, but that's a whole.
Stop.
Listen. Nobody ever defends Alec Ingold. Think about it. They always assume he's blocking. What's supposed he fakes blocks and goes out for a route. You know what I'm saying? On somebody like Channing Crowder, he'd probably be open.
Wow. We got you for 11 yards. Now you can't base no offense around that.
I mean, what you want? Listen, it's funny. I say this, and Crowder, you could understand. Do you realize that their best offense is 6 offensive linemen on the field and 4 targets? It's like they said, forget the 5th target.
Yeah.
We can play well if we can protect the quarterback. Think about that for a little bit. Yeah. If you run the ball better and you protect the quarterback, and he really don't need 5 outlets, why wouldn't you think about just going with 6 offensive linemen?
Yeah.
Just think about it a little bit. It works.
Omar, if Crowder could have been on the field as a linebacker going up against a team that had Larry Borum and Greg Dulcich as the 2 tight ends, you'd still be in the league.
Pro Bowler.
You'd still be in the
league. What? I can lock down Borum. Chokehold. But listen, you're right too. The 6 offensive line thing, they're gonna figure that out. They're gonna know Fat Boy.
Yeah, they will figure it out.
They're gonna start doubling people. Like that was the thing about Mike McDaniel's stuff, and Oronde Gaston called it years ago. If his stuff works, it works. If they got him, there's no. He can't turn a page over. There's no plan B, is what we kept calling it. That's what he had. It seemed like the 6 offensive linemen was a plan B, but the plan B didn't hit until 3 weeks ago. Hell,
we're 4 years in. I was begging them the year 3 when they couldn't run the ball to go to a jumbo package. But, that's besides the point. Right now, they're problem solving. They don't have Darren Waller. They don't have Tyreek Hill. Who is your second best weapon? Malik Washington? Devon Achane is probably going to catch more balls than any back in team history at this point. You have 2 legit weapons on this team. Who in the NFL can you beat with 2 legit weapons?
Obviously, the Falcons and the
Jets. They just caught him sleeping on that 6 offensive lineman.
Omar,
surprise.
Omar, before we let you go, I know you have a busy day ahead of you. The plan right now from the front office, they let go of Chris Grier. I don't think anybody's very surprised that was the move, but I do think there's people who are surprised Mike McDaniel is sticking around here. The plan moving forward, where we're reading reports that Mike McDaniel might still have a job next season, depending on how he does this year. What do you make of the whole thing? I mean, I see you laughing. What do you make of this entire situation? You keep Grier, or you let go of Grier, but not McDaniel. Like, how is this going to work out?
Let me counter your reports, which is, what else are they going to say? Let me counter your reports. Crowder, you remember when Joey stepped up in the meeting room and basically was like, Cameron, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, right next to him. I was grabbing his pant leg like a little kid trying to keep daddy home. Sit down, Peasy. Sit down. Man, you full of bleep. You don't know what the hell going on.
Yeah. Listen, the minute the locker room thinks you don't know what's going on, you can't fix it, and we are doomed, and they start checking out, you're done. You're done as a head coach. Gase tried to change the entire locker room. Who was it? Was it Gase or Joe Philbin? Joe Philbin. I think Joe Philbin tried to change the entire locker room too. It doesn't matter. When they check out, and they're not coming back. Mm-hmm. Like, there's nothing you can do. As long as one or two players is there, they'll sit there in the meeting room and be like, this joker don't know what he's doing. Well, yeah. So all these people were saying, Mike's safe. Mike's safe if they start winning games, maybe. But think about it from Steve Ross's perspective. How can you sell this team to a fan base if you bring Mike back? Exactly what do you say? What do you do? This fan base they're done. They're like, no more of this. I'm good. I'm tapping out. And I really don't know if you could do anything other than massive change up to get their interest again. And it's going to be a tough uphill battle for this Dolphins organization.
They took out the Papa Shot. That they were interested in Papa Shot. Now they're not thinking about Papa Shot.
Well, they're getting ready for Buffalo, Omar, right?
Yeah,
they're getting ready for
listen.
Papa Shot was taking over their minds.
Listen, it's so funny because it's a Papa Shot and a basketball rim, but they took out both of them. And those things must have taken so many shots. The Papa Shot been broken like 4 times already. We're on week 9. The Papa Shot has been broken like 4 times. We're in the locker room. There might be 300, 400 shots taken, from the Papa Shot. You walk into the shower, Papa Shot. You try, you know how it is, Crowder. You try. You know what? It was a gathering thing. It was a meeting place. It was a bonding thing. I guess they figured week 9, we done bonded. We good. We
So the Papa Shot was a distraction. What's the carrot? Me and Solana talked about this earlier. You're talking about motivation or people checking out on McDaniel. What is the carrot that you're chasing? What's the carrot that what are they selling the players as that carrot that they're chasing?
It's funny because Bradley Chubb called. He's like, I might be delusional, but I still think we got a shot at winning games. And I'll be like, okay, Bradley, you are indeed delusional. People are playing for their futures, NFL futures, for their future roles, for their future contracts, for their future employer, maybe for their future head coach. This is really about, this is when you get the repeated to you, the eye in the sky don't lie. I got to put good stuff on film because that's going to be my resume. Like, you cannot quit on a team. It makes it very hard on you when you do quit on a team, and people are not going to want to employ you.
Omar, do you eat nachos?
No, I just cheese. Why would I do that?
I knew that because you don't eat sandwiches. Today's National Nachos Day. I figured nachos, there's just too much going on a plate for you.
It's the cheese component. I'll eat the chips with some picadillo. I mean, not picadillo. Salsa. I forget what people tell
you eat guac?
No.
Like guac and chips? You don't eat guacamole?
No. I will eat it in a roll, but I'll be like, but I'll survive with it in a roll, but I'm not enjoying it. No, I don't enjoy guacamole.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Y'all grown men don't eat nothing.
You don't eat like you don't eat mozzarella sticks?
Oh, I do eat mozzarella. If it's mozzarella, I'll give it a try.
Oh, it's fried. He likes fried cheese. You like fried cheese then?
Pizza and mozzarella sticks is probably about the extent of my cheese experience. But I mean, if I eat cheese, whoever's around me gonna pay the consequences. It's not just that I don't like it.
You got that milk.
Yeah, cheese don't like me either. Channing, you've been vegan for a hot minute. You know once you stop eating all that stuff, oh man.
This guy, TikTok trend, Omar, this guy is taking down prebiotic, probiotic, kombucha. He spent $75 on some health vitamins downstairs. And meanwhile, he threw down 7,000 calories of sushi in between each of those kombuchas.
Hey, you're getting on your peptides and your collagen? You got to get your peptide collagen in you.
You know what? The collagen, I do need to research it. Like,
yeah. Hey, look.
All them old cougars, they're real big on the collagen. You know what I'm saying? To keep you young.
Look at he looks all sick and meagly.
What do you guys know about that collagen?
He's TikTok health guy final boss. Omar Kelly, read his work. By the way, it looks like our show inspired a column tonight. That's pretty cool. Read it. MiamiHerald.com. Omar, we love you, man. Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
All right, Omar Kelly, ladies and gentlemen. I knew Omar. The nachos question, I had it written down. I'm like, no way he eats nachos.
No.
I just knew it.
It's wild, man.
National Nachos Day. I want to ask.
I wasn't
Crowder.
allowed not to like food as a kid.
Same thing.
You eat what's on your damn plate.
I didn't eat fish because genuinely I'm allergic.
You're not allergic to fish,
so couldn't eat fish.
Cry like
obviously.
a little baby.
Couldn't eat fish. Obviously, I'm allergic. But
you know, allergic has to have a reaction.
Yeah.
What happens?
I don't like it.
That's not a reaction. A physical reaction.
Yeah, no. Physically, I don't like it.
You're full of crap.
But man, like if I sat down for dinner and there was, carne con papa.
I knew you were gonna say a word that's long and nobody
Milanesa
knows.
caballo.
You gotta like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Con
and if you don't eat it,
puree, and I didn't want to eat it. I mean, my dad would have just told me to go to bed. Go to bed.
Was it breakfast? Like if you don't eat it for dinner, is it heated back up for breakfast?
No, don't be ridiculous. That's crazy.
So y'all just get to go to bed and eat your stash of candy under the bed.
I mean, in reality, my parents would have just taken me to McDonald's. Let's be real.
Or VK.
Oh, you chime in on this, Jimmy.
I mean, you saw my pictures when I was younger, Crowder.
You were eating.
I was eating, man.
You had a bacon grease IV.
We continue the 4:00 hour coming up. I want to talk more about National Nachos Day. Speaking of a bacon IV, National Nachos Day coming up in the next segment. Hochman, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Listen, y'all, don't go another day living with chronic pain because South Florida's QC Kinetic doctors are standing by to show you how your own body can treat that pain and you don't need drugs or surgery. It's called regenerative medicine. Doctors give you scripts. They've been giving out pills for years, and surgeons go to school for a decade to do surgeries. They want to cut you. Look into regenerative medicine, and QC Kinetics is at the forefront of this nationwide innovative chronic pain relieving treatment system. I have been helped by them. Broke my heels. Those doctors, they told me to be in a wheelchair for 3 months and cast my feet up. Went to QC Kinetics. They're amazing doctors. Gave me PRP shots, healing lasers, 2 treatments. I was right back out playing basketball with Ava, working out with Chan, running around with little Chaz. I'm telling you, it works. And it's not just for me. Thousands and thousands of people have been helped by regenerative medicine. And I want you to go down and find out what those options are other than drugs or surgery. Check it out for yourself. Make an appointment today. Call QC Kinetics. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436. Tell them that Crowder sent you down there, and the consultation is free, and you'll get $500 off your first treatment. We want you to see that you have other options other than drugs and surgery. And right now, not right now, but they opened recently a brand new office, Southeast 17th Street in Fort Lauderdale. You go down there, and they are expanding because it is working. I'm telling you, QC Kinetics, don't replace it, regenerate it. And this Veterans Day, QC Kinetics giving back to our heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their first treatment. And for every non-veteran who starts care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. It's a great time to book that free consultation. So call QC Kinetics today. I'm telling you, don't replace it, regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I'm not kidding. It is the best day in a long time of Jimmy picking music.
Man, listen.
You
Because
can't turn your mic on, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy, don't worry about Mike today because you're playing some good songs. Hawk's off. He panders to Hawk. Appreciate you, Jimmy.
It's crazy.
Thank
though.
you.
Just there's 3 people on
You're
the
welcome.
show. Just pander to Hawk sometimes, and then pander to Crowder sometimes, pander to me sometimes.
No, I know now. I found out that Hawk pays him off. I'm not giving Jimmy a damn dime because he has a salary from the station. So yeah, I'm not giving you no money, Jimmy, to play no rap.
All good.
Okay.
I guess that is true. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, right?
Yeah. No, I
Hawk
understand
sent
it
it
now.
up. You know, how come Hawk never sent me money?
He don't really like you.
Yeah, what happened there? He said the other day he used to send Falero money.
Yeah.
Now I find out he's sending Jimmy checks. What the hell happened to me?
I give you gifts, Christmas gifts.
Yeah, you gave me a $2. I'll never forget this. Crowder, for those of you who don't know, Crowder,
I got, man.
first year working on the show. I'm hired May 31st. I know it's my birthday of 2019. I work on the show 4 months. They named me the official producer, executive producer of the show. I took over for Falero. This is like my first really big gig, afternoon drive on WQAM. I feel like me and Crowder have hit it off decently.
Mhm.
And Christmas comes around. Crowder comes in to do the show on Christmas Eve. And he gets up after the show and he looks at me and he goes, "Yo, Solana, Merry Christmas, big homie." And he daps me up.
Yeah.
And in my hand is a card for Outback Steakhouse. I said, "Wow, man, that, like, no joke." I'm like, dude, Crowder is a good dude, man. Crowder is genuinely a good dude. Probably 150, $100 on this card,
Mhm.
no doubt. So I take my now fiance to Outback about 2.5 months later. One night we're driving around, brand new Outback, opened up in Kendall. Said, "Bro, Town and Country, we're here. Crowder gave me an Outback Steakhouse gift card on Crowder." We walk in, we sit down. I order the filet, baked potato.
Nice.
I even get a damn chocolate cake at the end because
Oh,
why not?
beautiful.
There was $2.63 on the card.
Great story, man. I just, because you worked so hard that year, I
Mhm.
wanted to give you something, and you were with wonderful Valentina, so I wanted to
Right, yeah.
give y'all something to
Mhm.
have a memory on a wonderful, loving time of year in those
Mhm.
holiday seasons.
Right.
So yeah, man, just our care for each other's there.
Yeah, I cleaned the plates that night at Outback.
You unappreciative little bitch.
$2.63. Like, do you have no shame, man?
Yeah, man, I got a Texas Day Brazil card.
Bro, put that thing up your ass. How the hell? No, I know who gave you that. Barry gave you that. I have the same one. Barry, the Ticket Wizard. Ticketwizard.com, by the way.
I got the shirt on.
Yeah. My fiance called the Ticket Wizard
Jimbo.
yesterday. He helped her get out of a ticket.
This is yours, baby.
I'll check the balance before I
No,
go.
Jimmy, there actually might be a balance on that because Crowder didn't buy it. The Ticket Wizard gave it to him.
I used it already.
Did you really?
There's some stuff left. I don't know how much is left, but I've used it already.
Did you go to the Texas Day Brazil by yourself?
No, I went with the wife. Went with the wife. The one
There's still a
over.
balance on that?
Yeah, we just eat. Yeah, I don't get into all that foolishness. I just eat some meat.
What does that mean, all that foolishness?
You know, all those little dibbles and dabbles on the side. You just get that main
Right.
little piece.
Let's take a break. $2.63,
Trying to
man.
watch out for you, brother.
Crazy. I mean, he hit me with a Merry Christmas, big homie. I was like, damn, big homie.
Yeah. That was a connection.
$2.63. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming up next. More Hochman, Crowder, and Solana on the other side.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
You guys see new Mozart is dropping soon?
He's dead.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour. What's today? Thursday?
Thursday.
You guys just one of you has to figure out you got to turn on the mic.
I'm gonna get it. I get it by next hour.
All right.
Right around 6.
5 o'clock hour, Funky Buddha happy hour. Brought to you by our good friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. Good vibes are on tap. Don't forget, tomorrow, November 7th, is Funky Buddha's next beer pairing dinner. So they've got roasted butternut squash soup, a grilled hanger steak with horseradish potato croquette. I love that. I love just making anything into a croqueta. Anything. Whatever you can fry, make it into a croqueta.
I think it's a croquette. Why do you all say
Yeah, but croquette, same thing.
Croqueta. That sounds delicious. Chef Jeff can go.
Horseradish potato croquette.
That's delicious.
Yeah. House-made smoky duck pastrami. Can pastrami be made out of duck?
Any meat.
What makes it pastrami?
They pastrami it thin.
Huh.
You like duck? I love duck. A lot of people don't like duck. It has a different flavor.
I've eaten some duck for sure.
It's off the chain.
Yeah, I don't know if it's off the chain. It's fine. It's not. It doesn't look appetizing though.
It's
like
it looks like chicken, dark chicken.
Nah, you put like a rotisserie chicken in front of me. It just looks like your mouth watering rotisserie chicken. It just looks meaty, juicy, delicious. A duck.
It's a bird. It's built the same. Breast.
No, it just doesn't look the same. It looks tiny. It doesn't look like it's packing a lot. It's just it's not as it doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing.
They can fly.
No.
You a little inside boy.
You like duck though, for real?
Duck, no, I do like duck. Like I say,
you go to a restaurant, you'll order duck.
Yes, I've eaten raccoon, all the stuff, the crazy stuff. But like duck is actually, I'll order duck at a restaurant. Duck is good.
Yeah, I've had duck, and I know it could be considered a very elegant dish. Clearly, I mean, it's at Funky Buddha's next beer pairing event. But
deer bearing. Where are they going?
Jimmy, don't mark that, you jackass. I gave you Friday day yesterday, so I mean that's you're good. You're set for a month.
The deer and the bear going.
Those are just some of the mouth-watering dishes. A 5-course beer pairing menu hosted by executive chef Jeff Vincent, Funky Buddha's rustic event space area. So it starts at 7. There's still tickets available, I believe. funkybuddha.com tomorrow. See, James Cook missed practice. DeAndre Swift says he will return this week versus Giants. So the Dolphins are 9-point favorites Sunday against Buffalo.
Dogs. Stop lying to these people. You said favorite twice. Damn, they're not favored over anyone.
Why do I keep doing that?
Yeah, they're dogs. And I would
9-point dogs. Thank you.
I would lay the points, man. I do not see them competing right now where they're at. Right now, the playoff teams are going to start ascending, and you'll see what you're going to see in the playoffs. They should start playing real good complementary football, and it was just changed. Like you don't figure things out after firing people and getting rid of a starting defensive end.
So why are they only 9-point dogs then at home? Is it because they're a home team and because maybe they played Buffalo decently close the last time they played them in Buffalo?
Yeah, played them tight last time, and they didn't get they can play good games. They can keep it close, and it's a bait line. I've learned that through Hoch. Like, these lines don't mean what they really think the game's going to be. It's where I can get action on both sides. Because there's people saying, man, the Bills that just beat the Chiefs, they're going to beat the hell out the Dolphins and lay the 9. Then there's people saying, damn, Dolphins can score points. And Buffalo's offense is going to carry them. Their defense isn't carrying them. Their front four can play. So the Dolphins score some points. So that's what you want. You want that indecision so that Vegas makes everybody's money.
Hawk is texting me favorites ? And then deer bearing ? Yeah. All right, Hawk. Either take the day off or call it.
Yeah, Hawk, he listening. He nutting up today. I don't know how much you listen. He got this big Seahawk. He went crazy today.
Nah, I've been feeling good. Once I found out Bam only had a sprained toe, I've been feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I was driving in a little tight today. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to watch Khalil Ware and Keyshawn Johnson as my front court for the next couple weeks. Wasn't thrilled about that. Bam's all right. He'll be back Monday, Wednesday. He'll be back. He'll be
Just
all right.
don't just minimize the toe.
Sprained toe?
But
Like what do you ice it for a day? He'll be fine. He'll be
ended
fine.
Dion's career. A toe ended OJ McDuffie's career.
Ended Deion Branch?
Turf toe. Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders?
Turf toe.
But this isn't turf toe. It's a sprained
You're
toe.
just saying like sprained toe. Oh, you need a toe.
I'm not saying you don't need it, but turf toe is totally different from a sprained toe. Turf toe isn't literally like the bottom part of the ligament underneath the toe is like detached from the toe.
Ligament damage, and
Right.
a sprain is a sprained ligament. It's
a sprain.
Listen.
A sprain is a sprained toe.
The most pain I've been through with an injury and all the knee surgery, dozens of knee surgeries, the thumbs restructured, all the crap that happened, dislocated shoulders, stingers, concussions.
Yeah, you're weak. I know.
My Liz Frank, my midfoot sprain was the most painful and hardest recovery because every pound of your body has to come down on it. So Bam, every step he takes, it is a big ass 6'8" man, however tall he is, 200+ pounds coming down on that one little itty bitty toe.
It's not an itty bitty toe. And what I'm telling you is
what he has a big fat toe.
Yeah.
It's a toe.
Yeah. Listen,
Bam's toe is bigger than everybody else's toe.
if anybody here is kind of missing out on requirements to talk about feet, it's you, because you've literally got ass on your foot.
Actually, I've had foot issues, so I know the foot well. Phalanges, tarsals, metatarsals. You don't even know what that means.
Let's get the headlines. They're brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, right? I don't even know what to say to that. Phalanges?
Fingers and toes are called phalanges.
Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. James Cook, by the way, not practicing and could perhaps be out for the game. Let me see if there's an injury report. I bet you there is one that's already been released. That's pretty significant news.
Oh, that'd be a blessing for sure. They got the boy with the pretty eyes, though. He can tote that thing, too. Ray Davis. Ray can tote that thing,
I've held
too.
on to Ray Davis as a handcuff on or a crutch, as you would say.
Crutch.
On every single one of my fantasy football teams. Dude hasn't surpassed 5 points any week because, James Cook is dominating. Why would he?
Yeah.
And it would be just my luck to have to start him against the Dolphins this Sunday.
Yeah, no. James is on it. He's, there's a lot of people a lot of running backs getting a lot of attention. James is having a hell of a year, but Josh Allen takes all the praise from that team.
There's some pretty significant news that I missed 45 minutes. We're talking to Omar. We haven't been looking at Twitter. The Dolphins waived Tanner Connor.
No. Why'd you look at me like this was what? Look at me like this is Larry Zonka.
It's not Larry Zonka, but that's pretty significant, isn't it?
Tanner Connor upset you?
Connor. It's not. No, I'm not upset, but it's pretty significant
that we don't have tight ends. We're getting rid of tight ends.
Yeah, we don't have tight ends. They just picked up 2 tight ends off the street. Julian Hill's been out, and Tanner Connor you drafted, and midway through the season, you kind of just say, oh, well, deuces.
I don't know who they picked up. I just like it that they're making moves. Champ Kelly did not like Tanner Connor. Champ Kelly now makes the decision, and Champ Kelly said Tanner Connor is a liability, not an asset. I don't know how true it is. I don't know who they brought in, but I like the movement because why would I sit here with the same exact roster that's 2-7? Sorry. Get rid of some people. Move some things. Shake it up.
Couldn't have traded Tanner Connor?
Who wants Tanner Connor?
James Cook, ankle injury, didn't practice yesterday, limited today in practice. Also, Joey Bosa improves to limited as well in practice after not practicing yesterday. Jordan Phillips has been on the injury report, but he was a full participant. Shaq Thompson did not practice for the Buffalo Bills.
Who's our right tackle?
Our right tackle, Larry Borum.
Larry Borum is about to get the huckabuck off that side on Sunday.
The huckabuck.
Joey Bosa, you see that Chiefs game?
Can I say that?
Yeah, that's just a country term. He's about to get the flamgullery on that left side. I'm telling you, Bosa's coming off that edge. He was killing that Chiefs tackle.
Joe Shad tweets out, this is some Dolphins notes from earlier today. If you're just joining us, the Dolphins, they removed the Papa shot from their locker room. Jordan Brooks declined comment, which I think is funny. The only serious person in that entire organization is like, Just leave me alone, man. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Think about Jordan Brooks, all-pro year on a 2-7.
He's the
team.
only serious person in that building.
Yep. And I saw an
Him and
interview-
Riley Patterson.
What was it? Cunyo interviewed him.
Yeah.
He's a serious dude.
Very.
No foolishness. So I know he's tough. It's tough for him to be playing the way he's playing and having no team success.
Jalen Waddle commenting on Ethan Bonner. This is where we're at.
No,
now.
that's your man. Don't that crazy. You love Ethan Bonner for, 2 years?
No, I don't love Ethan Bonner. I don't. And it's nothing against Ethan Bonner, but we do this. What I'm about to read to you, I have heard a million times over the past 3 seasons. Everybody get ready. Get ready from Joe Shad. I'm excited to see him get his opportunity, and I think he's going to show out. Ethan Bonner. I've been hearing this for 3 years about Ethan Bonner. 3 years. Enough with Ethan Bonner. What are we doing? We want to lose. That's what we're doing.
No, you know what's funny? When I was up at that Dolphins-Lions joint camp, and Amon-Ra St. Brown was giving Jack Jones the huckabuck.
Yeah.
About 4 times in, Ethan Bonner jumped up on Amon-Ra St. Brown. But everybody saw what was going on, so that, okay, he got a new one. Huckabuck times 2. 2 of them got the huckabuck. Yeah. I'm interested to see Ethan Bonner just because we haven't seen him. I saw what he's played in. Like, he's played in 13 games in 3 years or
we've
something.
seen him,
Yeah,
but like we've seen enough. We've seen enough. Come on.
I just want to see somebody
Ethan
else.
Bonner. What are we doing with Ethan Bonner, man? Enough. The Miami Heat have released a statement. We are grateful to learn that nobody was harmed in the fire at Coach Spoelstra's residence this morning. Our thoughts, prayers, and assistance are with Spo and his family during this time.
Spilt milk now. Call the insurance.
Yep, pretty much. Barry Jackson had said earlier that Spo is going to coach tomorrow. Heat play tomorrow. They play Saturday. They're home for the next 4 games, and they're home for, I think, 5 of their next 6 or maybe even 7 of their next 8. So, I mean, he'll be here, but he's going to coach tomorrow, apparently.
Yeah. What you want him to do?
No, I'm with you. I don't
Sit
know.
out in the street and stare at the ashes? Like, that's
And
crazy.
cry?
Like, that's a
Like, yeah.
surprise he's coaching. Yeah, go to work.
No, it's not a surprise. I just think it's noteworthy. If you're a person who has a normal job and your house burns down, probably won't go to work the next day, right?
What are you going to do?
You got to get situated. You got to get your life in order.
And he got situated, get his life in order. I know it's easier for him. He has millions and millions of dollars, but like, you have to continue. The main thing is nobody's hurt. Like, I'm not minimizing what happened. It's sad the
I'm
man's
with
house
you.
burned down, but yeah, and I hope it's, we talked about it. I hope it's just, a light, something, a bad switch or a fuse or something, and nobody set the man's house on fire.
Yeah, you've been watching a lot of Netflix. You're
man, listen. Disgruntled fan loves Khalil Ware.
Yeah.
I can make up a story in my mind. I can't. Can I leave me alone?
The Miami Dolphins injury report as we forge ahead with headlines. Rasul Douglas did not practice for the 2nd straight day. D. Eskridge did not practice for the 2nd straight day. Chop Robinson's been in concussion protocol, did not practice. I don't think he's going to play this Sunday. We'll see tomorrow.
It's Chop's time with Jalen gone.
Chop that was the idea.
He's that dude.
Yeah. But I don't know. Is he that dude? He's got to be.
He needs to be that dude. You're right. He's not that dude yet.
Bradley Chubb with his foot, he's limited. Ashton Davis, quadricep limited. Man, this injury report is long as hell. Ollie Gordon, ankle limited, 2nd straight day. Julian Hill, ankle limited. Ife Melifonwu, limited in practice today. He's dealing with a thumb and foot injury. Minka Fitzpatrick was a full participant with a thumb injury. Alec Ingold, Dante Trader Jr., and Jalen Waddle, all full participants in practice.
Omar hit it. I've been saying it. Eye in the sky don't lie. Don't put nothing on film that's going to affect your career moving forward.
Dolphins by 100.
I'll take that bet. Don't put no text. Don't call anybody else other than me.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. By the way, the Panthers do play tonight. You can listen to that on our radio station, FM 104.3 WQAM. Out west, Doug Plagans will be on the call. They've got the LA Kings And also tonight, Canes Hoops plays Bethune-Cookman. That'll be at 7 o'clock, Jimmy, because I think there's Hurricane Hotline, and then the Bethune Canes Hoops broadcast. That'll be on AM 560.
Correct.
Tonight. Yeah. Did you see Joe Zagacki, the videos him being honored?
What was that?
Yeah, so I wasn't aware of this either. But I want to pull up my text thread here with Joe Zagacki where I was talking to him about it. But he was honored with the Iron Arrow.
I saw the girl slamming into the dirt, to the ground. Well, I don't know what that means to UM. Like, it
is apparently the most prestigious honor that can be bestowed upon an individual by the University of Miami. It's a club that they have, or maybe a club's not the right word, but it's like a group that they have, and they honor certain individuals, whether alumni, whether current students. It's the most prestigious club and group that you could enter as a member of the University of Miami.
Joe Z deserves it.
And Joe Z yesterday, and I think I wanted to have him on today. He was supposed to join us at 2:20, but he had the Iron Arrow luncheon today, and he has the game tonight. So he was very busy. He just couldn't make it at 2 today. I wanted to find out more. I had never heard of this.
Yeah, apparently they give this out like during homecoming.
Right.
Yeah, because it's homecoming week for
UM. But it's only a select group of people every year. It's not like I was reading this morning. This started in the 50s, I think, and there's only 1,000 people who have ever been honored. So,
yeah, I need more information. It was like a ritual. They were banging the drum. They were singing.
It seems like it's tied in with the Miccosukee tribe. Again, I apologize. I'm speaking out of ignorance here. I don't know too much about it either, other than what I read this morning. Just because I was sent the video yesterday during the show by John Bryant, one of our engineers. He's like, look, Joe Z is being honored into the Iron Arrow Society. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But I didn't really know what it meant. Joe Z starts posting video and pictures this morning. I'm seeing the really cool jacket that clearly is it's tribal. And I want to know more. Yeah. You could tell he was like,
he was taken
blown away, emotional. He loves him some Canes, man.
Oh no, and then he got emotional because DBJ's like holding him up and all, so I didn't know what was going on. But when they close up, you see him getting emotional. But I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Jimmy just sent me. I read this today. I had it in my notes for Joe Z. Iron Arrow Honor Society, founded in 1926, the founding year of the University of Miami. From its inception, the sole purpose of Iron Arrow is the protection, improvement, and general welfare of the university. It's a club. They honor you with being in this group. You represent the university in the right way. You are a member of the law school and you win some big case. You're a member of the med school and your research leads to some incredible finding. They honor people who do something spectacular for the university.
You're a special Cane.
And
Joe Z is.
Joe Z loves him some Miami Hurricanes.
Every day. Yeah. Orange and green every day of his life.
I'm sure Hoch could probably explain to us like the true meaning of all this.
Let's talk about it tomorrow. Because I didn't know it was big. Like I kind of laughed when I saw it. I thought it was a joke at first because DBJ was holding him up.
I didn't think it was a joke, but I just like, oh, cool. He got honored. Like cool, But
this is deep rooted.
You could tell, this is like he's into like a brotherhood now.
Yeah. I'm gonna still throw pennies at him when I see him walking in our neighborhood. We have a good thing.
Did you guys go fishing finally?
No, not Joe Z. It's Steve Shapiro.
You go fishing with Steve Shapiro?
Well, we're supposed to go fishing,
like
but we're just too busy.
The old Channel 7?
Yeah. Steve sends me fishing pictures. I send Steve fishing pictures, but we've never fished together.
That dude's hair was impeccable my entire life.
Still is.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's a beautiful man.
I was a little boy. Yep. Then I was an adult when I met him in person. That guy's hair, like Pat Riley-esque, just slicked back, always looking good.
I drop my kids off at school sometimes. I'm driving home, and I see Steve Shapiro and Joe Z doing their morning walk.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I throw pennies at them.
You throw $2.63 Outback Steakhouse gift card.
I got pennies in my car. I collect change because I'm old and like people make fun of me for it, but I still have my change, purse and all.
Right.
And so I get some pennies and sling them out the window.
You got to watch out with who you're throwing that to because the wrong person gets a video of that. Could be a hate crime. Just letting you know.
Hey man, I'm just trying to hit people. Goodness gracious.
Weather is sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. Man, the sun's setting already. Kind of crazy. Tonight, the lows will be in the mid 70s. Hoch, who texted us earlier, he'll be back tomorrow. One final segment left to go. Hochman, Crowder, and Solana coming up.
Y'all text me?
Yeah. You're supposed to do Ed Morse here, Crowder.
I love talking about Ed Morris,
I know
too.
you do. I
I
know.
know, man. See, y'all be holding out on me on the good stuff. Hey, y'all. 2025 is the year you finally get that Cadillac you've always wanted. And I'm telling y'all, at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac, they have your back during the Road Ahead sales event. That means you get savings on the best Cadillac. These beautiful Cadillacs. My wife has one. She loves her Cadillac. You will love yours right now. Get behind the wheel of a 2024 Cadillac Lyrics or XT4. You choose either one, and it's only $319 a month. Or imagine how much you will be saving on select 2024 Cadillacs with just 3.9% financing. And my man Teddy Morris, the GM Chris Atkins, they're going to throw in $1,000 purchase allowance just because they love their customers. You got to make this year the year you get that Cadillac, whether you're driving to the game, going to the grocery store, picking up the kids, or hell, going on a hot date. You can ride in style with a Lyrics or XT4, your choice, only $319 a month, or financing as low as 3.9% plus $1,000 in purchase allowance. Get ready for the road ahead at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. And I always tell you, being backed by Morris is special. From the sale to the trade-in to the sale to the lease to the service department to just how the emails and texts they send you checking on you. I'm telling you, it is a great feeling to be backed by Morris.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
What about
Yeah,
FD
ain't
Florida
today.
and FD Sun?
How about FU?
Yell at me.
5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour. Final segment of today's show. Hoch will be back tomorrow. Just a heads up. No Hoch today. Thanks to Arande, who joined us earlier. Thanks to Omar Kelly, who joined us earlier. I didn't even get your thoughts on what he had to say. This is the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour, by the way, brought to you by our good friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. Good vibes are always on tap. You go to Funky Buddha. I told you guys I was on Saturday night, I was at the Dashboot party or whatever it's called, like Oktoberfest party. And they had two pitchers there. One was Hopgun, and one was the German Oktoberfest beer from Funky Buddha. I'm forgetting the name right now, but they have like a Pilsner or something that's German inspired. I'm forgetting the name.
A little dark, a little amber.
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I forget the name.
I forgot the name, but they had two Funky Buddha pitchers, and I told them, why didn't you tell me you were going to do that? I would have gotten us hooked up. And they're like, we get it. You're on the radio. You know the guys at Funky Buddha. They're sick of hearing about it. Like, oh, we got you. We got you, Solana.
I might have me a pallet in the garage, but, I don't want to brag. I'll leave it at that.
How does this make you feel, Crowder? Tim McManus, who covers the Eagles, posts a video of Jalen Phillips, and he tweets, new Eagles edge rusher Jalen Phillips calls this the greatest thing that's happened to him in his whole life. Wearing Eagles gear and being asked for the first time what it's like to be a member of the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's the honesty is amazing because they just won a Super Bowl and he was on a team that couldn't win a playoff game. So he's being honest about it, and he should be. His career is going to go differently now being with the Eagles than the Dolphins. A lot more recognition, a lot more TV games, probably a lot more plays because he's surrounded by better players, a better offense, more ops because they're up by a lot. Yes, he's being honest. I know it's hurting. That would hurt Dolphins fans' feelings.
That hurts me.
It should have. That's what I'm saying. And you're a fan. Yes, I cover the Dolphins. I'm a Bucs fan, but I do love the Dolphins. I've been in here 20 years. But yeah, he's being honest. I appreciate honesty.
Well, what hurts me is that he's right. That what you're saying, I agree with 100%. I mean, who knows what ends up happening at the end of this season and whether or not he gets that big time contract that he wants. But the reality is he hit a jackpot here. He's in a 10 times better situation. He's on a better team, more eyeballs on him now, more opportunities because he's got better talent around him. He's got Vic Fangio as his defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. And guess what? He's not just playing 8 more games this season. He's likely going to play 11 more games this season and be on national TV a lot more. Like, this guy literally hit a jackpot.
And with all the weapons around him, he has no pressure on him. He's not going to play every snap. He's going to be fresh as hell when he goes in the game. And they're not looking at him as, oh, this is the first round guy. He has to go make a play, do something. Oh, that's the dude that we got that's the dude we got for a third rounder that we're not even paying his salary. The Dolphins are. Like, no expectations, all upside for him, and he's about to get a big payday. Yes, Jalen should be happy. Dolphin fans, if you really appreciate your athletes, be happy for Jalen Phillips.
I don't think anybody's going to be upset. I mean, he didn't have to say it was the greatest thing that's ever happened to him his entire life.
What was the greatest thing? Getting drafted, playing at the U, getting drafted by the hometown team in Miami, 2023. You want him to go deep, huh?
2023.
I remember where I was.
Having a 70-point game against Denver. Having a 3-game lead in the division. I mean, those are pretty good things.
Guarantee up to that point, it was. Balling with the Canes.
He's cheesing so hard, man, in this video. He's like a little schoolgirl.
Getting drafted to his hometown
by
team.
His crush.
It was.
And then
what about your hometown team deciding that they don't want to keep you around, and your opportunity is to go to a defending Super Bowl champion?
Get out of here, Jalen Phillips.
It's a great feeling.
I hope he gets fat from eating cheesesteaks.
He ain't getting fat. That joker is a shape.
He's diesel.
Ooh.
Speaking of getting fat, today's National Nachos Day. We didn't really give it the attention that I believe it deserves. Crowder, I think you and I both love nachos. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour. We tried to get the Hochos, or Hoch did, for several months.
Mm-hmm.
at Funky Buddha. It worked one day. They happen to be delicious. You like nachos, right? Just in general, you like nachos.
Yeah.
Okay, Jimmy, you like nachos as well?
Not a fan, but I'll eat them.
Okay, well, sit this one out then. What do you mean you're not a fan?
I just don't like nachos.
So if we're out at the bar at Funky Buddha and we're watching the Panthers game, and I order a big plate of nachos for everyone as an appetizer, you wouldn't just grab a couple, put them on a plate, and throw down a little?
Yeah, I'll have a few.
Well, to that layout of what's going on, I'm not a fan of sharing nachos with just a big group of people.
What I was going to ask you was, have you ever gone to a restaurant, a sports bar, whatever, gone to a restaurant and just ordered nachos? Like that was your meal?
No, that's like Homer Simpson type stuff.
What does that mean?
That's just big, heavy, sloppy.
Why? What's the difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference between ordering any other appetizer? There's quesadillas on the appetizer menu. Sometimes I'm in the mood for quesadillas. I order it as my main course.
Nachos isn't a tapas. I think appetizer should be little tapas. Mozzarella stick, little pum.
Right. But
nachos are gigantic.
It's big. It's a big plate.
Yeah, you can share. I don't like sharing, but I don't order nachos because of that fact where it probably will fill you up, but I enjoy them.
Man, this is crazy. I'll go to Flanagan's sometimes on a Monday. They do Mexican Mondays at Flanny's. I'll just get the nachos
and a drink,
a pitcher of beer. Like that's it. That's all I'm eating. That's my meal.
Back up into the bushes.
I'll go to a restaurant, a sports bar. I'm gonna watch a game. People order like a cheeseburger. You get the cheesesteak. I'm good with nachos. Throw some steak on the nachos, and that's my meal. I don't want to share. Don't touch my nachos. This is my meal. This is what I'm throwing down.
Yeah, I'm actually a fan of chips and queso more than nachos.
That's crazy. I mean, what's the difference? You're just getting the queso and putting it on top of the chips. You let it sit there, and then by the end, you've got the soggy nachos.
Nobody wants the sog chip.
Man. Oh, so good.
Because the cheese keeps itself warm because it's in that little cup, so the cheese is warm. I can have a cheesy one, or I can just dip the little tip in.
Yeah, but
a little half cheese.
The proportion of queso or guac or salsa to the amount of chips you're getting is never the right amount. They always short you on the queso. It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's one of the biggest crimes in this country.
Solana, I'm a grown-ass man. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have another queso?
Yeah, but then now you're paying $4.99 for more queso, and you've only got 6 chips left. Now you're a fatty because then you're pulling out the spoon, and then you're downing the rest of the queso. You want to talk about Homer Simpson tubby move? The person who's finishing the queso, and I've done this, all right? Person who's finishing the queso with a spoon at the end of it.
Excuse me, Lucinda.
You're a size 44.
This guy over here believes you don't have any more chips in the back as well. Can you bring some chips with that second bowl of queso?
So you're just going to keep ordering chips, more queso,
if you
chips,
want more queso, get another order. It's $5.
Nah, you get the nachos. There's a scoop of guac, a scoop of beans, a scoop of sour cream, shredded cheese on top, queso, and it's just a mountain of goodness. And you just go to town. You go to town. It's a meal. I'm telling you right now, it's a meal.
It is. It's big, but no. You dip your little hand in. Oh, look at your hand. Your hand looks dirty.
What does that mean?
Your little hands look dirty. Hairy hands. That's nasty.
I do have I'm hairy, man.
You're like
hairy.
Teen Wolf. That's ridiculous.
F you, man. I wanted to call you assfoot, but I've already used that insult today. So. I can't believe I'm alone on this, man. I can't believe I'm on an island.
Hawk does though. You know Hawk will love a nacho.
But he'll I don't think so because Hawk,
he doesn't like
Hawk
the soggies either.
No, I think he does like the stadium nacho where he'll leave one in the dip, but the stadium nachos is just like a little tiny tray of nachos, and they've got like the 2 servings of the squirt cheese that they pour in there. They hand you the little tray. So he'll dip like 1 or 2 nachos there, leave them, and then kill them at the end.
But are the stadium nachos or chips and cheese, because if it's not on top, is it nachos?
I strongly believe that those are just chips and cheese, because if I order chips and guac, what are you getting at a restaurant? You're getting a bowl of chips and guac on the side. If I'm ordering chips and salsa, you're getting a bowl of chips and salsa on the side. When you go to a stadium, you get nachos, and they're giving you, I love these, by the way, but they're giving you like that tray, that plastic tray
with the cup.
It's just plain chips and then like a cup of cheese on the side. You just got chips and cheese, brother.
Love it. Way better delivery.
That's fine. I'm not telling you that those aren't good. I prefer a big plate of nachos. I don't think Hoch would down a plate of nachos by himself, because he doesn't eat a lot.
Yeah,
He's like, he like nibbles.
Like a little rodent.
Yeah.
The little weasel. Yeah, man, you're gonna be fat when you get old.
Pretty much already there. I've thrown down 18 pieces of candy over the past 2 weeks.
And heavy.
Yeah.
You better get married quick. Hairy and heavy, that's a bad combination.
That's why I threw it down at the Fairfield Inn, baby.
On the dirty couch.
Let's wrap things up here. Crowder has one final message for everybody, a place we can all get behind, and then we'll toss it to Dan Day, who's coming up next on FM, and I'll give you the full lineup in a second.
Hey, man, y'all get to Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. As we talk about food, there's some nasty food out there, so go to Delaware. They have the freshest, delicious, the best priced food in South Florida, and they have it all. The selection is crazy. Lamb, beef, veal, pork, poultry, duck, turkey, lobster, shrimp, fish, alligator, venison, crabs, clams, oysters. They have it all, man. I'm telling you, the stone crabs, too. You know, stone crab season is my favorite food. All the prices, the freshest stone crabs, all the sizes, the best price. I'm telling you, go to DelawareChicken.com. That's the website, DelawareChicken.com. See the entire menu. They have prepared food as well, burgers and sandwiches and fried chicken, roasted chicken. They have sides, made in-house daily, well-seasoned sides, off the chain too. The smoked fish dip is the best you'll ever taste. The best fish dip in the world is Delaware smoked tuna dip. Buffalo chicken dip is amazing as well. Go to DelawareChicken.com. When you know what you want, call them in advance, 954-983-6831. That's 954-983-6831. Place your order. It'll be packaged ready when you get there. They'll bring it out to the car for you. Curbside delivery is available because Jose, the owner, they have been in the Hollywood Florida area since 1951. You can support a local business that's the best at what they do. It's Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market, 441, 1 block south of Sterling Road. When y'all get down there, grab your Crowder powder now. They have Crowder powder, all 3 blends, and tell them Crowder sent you.
Everybody enjoy National Nachos Day. Coming up next, you have tonight Canes Hoops versus Bethune-Cookman. That's at 7 p.m. That's a tip-off, but 6:30 on AM 560 is where you can listen to pregame coverage. It begins at 6:30. Again, AM 560, Canes, Bethune-Cookman tonight. Congrats again to Joe Zagacki. On FM, you're going to get Sports Day 6 to 7. Then you'll get network coverage, and the Panthers broadcast begins at 9:30 at 10 p.m. puck drop out in LA. Hurricanes Rewind from 6 to 7. Thank you very much, Jimmy. That's going to do it for us. After day at night, you could just turn on your mic, Jimmy. You don't have to blow my ears out. Jesus. 6 to 7 Sports Day, and then Hurricanes Rewind from 7 to 8. Thank you very much, Jimmy. That's going to do it for us. Thanks to Aronde Gadsden, who joined us. Thanks to Omar Kelly as well. All those interviews, all 4 hours will be up on our podcast, up on YouTube as well. Everybody stay safe. Have a good Thursday night, and we'll speak to everybody tomorrow. Hoch will be back. Adios, Miami.
Heavy and hairy is what you're about to get.